Sneakerphiles podcast. I'm your host, Eugene. You can find us online at www.sneakerphiles.com. You can find us on Twitter at Sneakerphiles, and you can find us on Instagram at Sneakerphiles_podcast. And if you are listening to this thing on your audio device, you can check this podcast out in video form. We're all just sitting here in front of a rack of shoes. You can take a look on YouTube, and you can find us. Just search for Sneaker Files Podcast. Once again, we are recording live from Stay Fresh, Canada's premier sneaker consignment store located in Richmond, BC, and you can find them at www.stayingfresh.ca because we are in Canada.
We are indeed.
So to my right, we got
Joe.
Hey, Joe.
What's up?
So you're a little bit injured?
Yeah, a little broke back.
A little broke back.
I've been
there.
Work.
I've been there. But
sat the fuck down for a few days this weekend.
First of all, sorry to all our listeners that we kind of missed a week. A little hectic for me specifically. I had to do a last minute cancellation just because work got the best of me, I guess.
It happens.
Yeah, I know.
Life happens.
And rescheduling was not in the books for last week just because we all have such different schedules, and we actually tried to make this work on the day of recording and this and that, but sob stories.
Yeah. Okay.
So the last couple of weeks there, Joe, what's been up?
Not a lot.
That's
not
excellent.
a hell of a lot. Summertime's breaking here in Vancouver.
Yes.
The bipolar city is now on the
Dude,
good
like
graces.
the temperature dropping today yesterday as opposed to the day before, it's like a fucking 20-degree difference, man.
Yeah, it feels
over
like thunderstorms.
one day. That's crazy.
I know.
So it's like you don't even know what kind of shoes to wear to go out anymore. Because just when you think it's safe to wear your cocainias, like you got to pack them back up.
Those cocainias will dissolve.
Or you can get those bags.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been seeing a lot of those
wet
lately.
steppers,
those
hot
bags.
eye steppers.
I have a feeling it's the
Yikes.
Facebook algorithm that fucking makes that knows that we're into this kind of shit, and then like they post these things to us.
Is that why?
Fuck. Speaking of which, today you guys suggested that we'd be touching a topic, a debate between two basketball players. So I looked up some stats.
I knew you would.
Just to recap and to refresh my memory, and thanks to Google AdSense, StockX ads everywhere on that stats page.
Shit.
Yeah,
It knows what you
loaded,
like.
Yeah, all Jordan shoes. Come get them at StockX.
Nice. So, to Mr. Joe's right, we got...
What's up? This is Pierre, guys.
Hey, Pierre.
How's it going?
You tell me.
Same old, dude.
It's like that, right? At our age, like, any good day is when nothing happens.
Yeah, that's true. Where
You
you
don't
can
want
relax.
your days to be too exciting. You know what I mean? If it's too much excitement...
Get a heart attack.
Yeah, I would.
I get to see you guys. It's exciting.
I
Yeah,
know.
man, I haven't seen you guys in like 2 weeks.
I know.
Oh, damn.
Wednesdays is my favorite day.
It is.
Starting to become my favorite
Hump day. It's our little reward for working really hard.
Guess what day it is?
4-way hump day.
Yep, that's true.
So last week I introduced this new segment, and then last week we had zero fucking preparation done, so we kind of skipped that segment. But I would like to introduce it back, and the segment
man.
is Pierre's Top 3.
Okay.
Pierre's top 3.
So for this topic, or for this
So hot in
segment,
here again.
I know, we're lit.
I
we
thought the
actually
AC
got
is
it
out
lit
on.
properly in here so you can see our smiling faces.
I have come up with a what do you call it? A topic for your top 3
Category.
Okay.
The category is, Pierre, without thinking or
Yes.
thinking too hard, what are your top 3 Nintendo 64 games?
Oh, dude. WCW versus NWO. Revenge.
No, World Tour's better. Anyways, go on.
Revenge is better because there's more people.
That's
And
true.
there's Goldberg.
Yes.
Then
Goldberg
there's
actually looks like Popeye in that game. Anyways, go on.
Zelda, Ocarina of Time.
That's a good one.
And then there is Mario 64.
Wow.
Yeah.
A huge omission of the
The
007.
biggest.
Oh,
GoldenEye?
yes. GoldenEye,
What's wrong with
the
you?
best game.
I didn't have a lot of friends, so I didn't
That's
play the
all right.
4-player.
You only need 3 friends.
Exactly.
Dude.
The 3 of us can play. He
We
doesn't.
used
swear,
to,
man.
when I went to film school, we used to play it in our 5th term when we were supposed to be making our demo reels. We would go into the theater and hook it up on the giant
Big screen?
yeah.
And
then
you can
play.
see those blurry
Yeah.
graphics
Fucking
all on the
awesome.
big
It
screen.
was so good.
I
man.
remember
So
one of our
big heads.
one of our lady
That was
friends
best.
like had a very quote unquote big screen. It was one of those rear
Pistols and big
projection
heads. Oh, man.
bullshit screens
Yeah.
that you need the perfect lighting and a perfect angle.
Oh.
It had like a 3-degree viewing
Exactly,
angle.
yeah.
And then we hooked it all up. And like once we saw GoldenEye on the big screen, we realized how shitty the graphics really were. It doesn't age well.
No.
It does on a plasma.
But that game like brought me, I don't know, probably a good 6 months to a year
Yeah.
of absolute addiction.
That was
No-
awesome.
It
no
would
talking
still
to
be
girls.
awesome if
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
hooked it up right now and played
We
a
could
game.
play it for
would be dope.
hours.
It would be
Yeah.
so much
I
fun.
have-
Stack.
No golden gun.
I actually had
No
a,
golden gun.
No golden. That's
Revolvers.
cheap.
I actually have a
Big
blank
heads.
copy of that with 0 progress.
Oh,
So
nice.
I don't know
Yeah.
exactly how much fun that would be without paintball or big head mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you guys played GoldenEye, were you allowed to use Odd Job?
No.
That was
Because he was cheap. He was short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a hard target.
Yeah. Yeah.
that was fun.
It was
man.
good though. That was a good game. I missed that, but I would put that in a top 4 if we had one. But
It's too late.
I know.
I don't know. Like,
Put
Mario
PS top
Kart
4.
64 was good. I mean,
N64
N64
was a killer machine.
It was.
And
I
had a
can't-
lot of,
well-
and to rate top 3 of that, that's difficult.
I know.
With
And just-
Super Nintendo Classic coming back, Nintendo 64 Classic's coming back too. With
There is a Nintendo
50.
64 classic. It's called fucking Virtual Console.
Oh yeah, for the that's online, right? Like you can get games.
It's on
online.
all your Nintendo consoles and even 3DS or 2DS or whatever DS is out.
1DS.
One DS.
You have to close one eye to play it.
Your golden eye.
So Pierre, anything else you want to add?
Ooh, well done.
Okay.
Way to ruin it.
So Pierre, anything else to add before we move
Easy.
on?
Easy.
I got my
Atmos.
Prestos. I mean Atmos. Prestos.
Wow.
Atmos.
Yep. Atmos.
Yeah.
We've come up with this Pierre's
Yeah,
top 3
I know,
exercise
right?
to kind of help you through with fucking freeing your
No, you're trying to
mind.
got me. You got got.
So you got your Prestos.
Yeah, yeah. No, I got my Atmos. I got my Atmoses, so those were dope.
Were they worth it?
Every single penny.
All right.
Even though it wasn't eating for a bit, every single penny. It was good though. It's one of those things that I had checked out, and it feels good. I haven't worn them yet, so
Still DS.
Jumpman on the bottom.
no,
Oh.
no Jumpman in the bottom, Joe.
Oh, okay.
No Jumpman in the bottom.
Well, you're doing it wrong.
Don't worry, I'll get that pack.
All right, 2 Pierres right we got.
It's Jason. What's up, guys? How's it going?
How's it going, Jason?
Good.
Yeah,
Good. I'm excited to be here.
me too. I'm
I've,
excited
I've
that we're
missed
all
it.
here.
I missed it.
Because every time we
Yeah.
have like a fucking absentee on the panel, it's not the
I
same.
hate that. I
man.
usually hate them for about that week until we come back, and then I'm like,
So you never hated me because I'm pretty good,
Fuck
right?
that guy.
Huh? No.
Well,
Because
Pierre,
I hated myself.
Pierre
every
prides
time I
himself
couldn't
of
make
having
it.
the Iron Man. Of
I
this
am
group.
the Iron Man.
And technically, last week we got canceled because of me, so I guess I lost the Iron Man.
No,
streak.
no, you can't be. You're the creator of this thing. It's the co-host
The
to have the Iron
architect.
Man, right? So
I don't know. You, Joe, and Jason, they take turns fucking substituting.
Hey, I've been good. I've been
He's been
here
good.
every
You mean
fucking
Chris and Jay.
boom.
Yeah, Chris and Jay.
Yeah.
So Jay,
Yo.
anything interesting as of late?
Anything interesting?
Whoa, I like where this is going.
I went last week. I went to All Star Wrestling in Cloverdale.
well done. I
Was
saw
All Star
Um,
in quotes?
All Star Dash. What I don't know what it was. All Star Wrestling.
that. ECCW or
No. It's a
what league is
different.
this?
It's a different league than that.
Cool.
And so a friend of a friend is in the wrestling realm.
Nice.
So he
Is
was
he a
doing
wrestler?
his very last match
Ooh.
with All Star Wrestling and
Nice.
taking his career somewhere else. Anyway, it was the first time I'd seen him, and it's just a fucking weird dynamic. You not only is like the environment, like the wrestlers and stuff like that, just on such a lower
You're in a
caliber.
bar?
Like, well, no, you're in like one of the buildings in.
But that's when they
Cloverdale
really
Arena
try,
kind of
though.
thing.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, it's
like college
super
basketball when
super
they actually
entertaining.
try.
The only problem is the this one was like they're all ages, so there was no alcohol, which probably would have perpetuated the excitement a bit more. But yeah, it was really entertaining. And then I think it was the people that attended that were actually a little bit more interesting because I just didn't think those people, like some of those people, existed still.
How many mullets did you say?
There was like 5 Undertakers, and they're just regular people.
Jason pulls up to the arena. It's all pickup trucks.
Yeah, I know.
It was a very interesting evening, to say the least.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that
So-
circuit lower than ECCW?
Yeah,
or-
I think so.
Yeah.
But I'd probably go see it again.
Yeah.
But definitely involve alcohol, I think. So
Sneak it.
yeah.
Have
Drink
pre-drink.
responsibly.
Drink
Yes,
beforehand.
always,
I mean,
always.
that's a long trek out to Cloverdale for this event.
It's
That's,
pretty
you're not gonna give a shout out to your buddy, or
What's his-
I
what's
don't
his
really know him.
pro
I just
name?
know his pro name is El Phantasmo.
dude, El
Sweet.
Phantasmo does ECCW.
That's
too.
what I'm saying. He's
Yeah.
in that, but he
Yeah. How the
also
Fuck
was
does
wrestling.
Pierre know
in-
this wrestling trivia?
He was
No,
He's
just-
Rey Mysterio Jr.
Because my buddy
Offspring.
actually wrestles with El Phantasmo.
Oh, yeah? Who is he?
Yeah, he's
Which
Billy Swade.
Oh, Billy Sweet. Yeah. Okay.
Brilliant Billy Swade. Shout out.
Yeah.
He's
We should-
wrestling
Shout out
in
to
the-
El
No, we
Phantasmo
should
right
play
now.
a game with Pierre one time. No, he gives us either a porn name or a wrestler name. We have to
Oh,
guess
yeah.
which it is.
Oh, dude, I'm down for that. I'll get ready for
you
next
prep that game.
That's
God,
our
you-
top 3. Yeah.
So, anyways, I want to start off this show. I guess we have already started. I wanted to start off this show with a little story of mine. Okay?
Oh,
Ooh, okay.
Story time,
It's
boys and girls.
It's time to get this show rolling, and it's a non-sneaker. It's an NSR story, non-sneaker related.
Sneaker related.
And
Oh,
I'm pretty sure by now, even to the international listeners of our show, not just in Canada or in Vancouver area, they have seen, heard, or know somebody that talks about the sea lion attack.
Yes.
And that's literally like 10-minute drive from here.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
by Steveston Village, by the pier. And not on purpose, but like I went there because I had a day off, this and that, and I ended up going there because I was fresh out of ideas where to eat, and I haven't been down to the village in a long time. So I went down
Ponchos?
to. We ended up.
Ponchos?
Where the fuck did we eat? I don't even remember.
Love
Well, we
Steveston.
ate at the barbecue joint. But that's
oh
really-
yeah, been there.
But that's besides the point. We went there, and then I'm like, we should go line up for the ice cream now because
Yeah.
every summer the ice cream joint is fucking crazy busy. Because
Yeah.
like the ice cream, whatever, ice cream is ice cream, but they have like fresh hand rolled cones.
Oh,
The waffle
The
cones?
waffle ones.
Yes,
cones.
sir.
That's nice.
And that's what
Nice.
everybody goes there for, right? So we went down there to see the fucking scene of the sea lion attack. Now it's all taped off and you can't go there anymore. And actually, if you follow us on Instagram, you saw a picture of Jamie fucking looking over into the fucking scene of the crime. So we did that, and then we lined up for ice cream. Okay, I need your opinion on this thing.
Okay.
I went to get ice cream. 2 ice cream cones were $4 each, so $8. Okay, so I gave the lady a $10 bill,
Okay.
and then I'm like, "Can I get 2 loonies back?" And she's like, "We don't have any more loonies." And she sounded kind of exasperated by my request, and I was gonna tip you $1, but I don't know what can I do. So she gave me back a toonie. So I'm like. So I was about to drop in the toonie, but I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna take out some change and replace it with a toonie. So I was gonna take out a loony and give you I was gonna Costanza it.
Oh my god.
And then at that point, I was like, oh, digging in there, my fucking fat wrist wouldn't fit in there, and I was like having trouble, and like dug out like 15 cents. I'm like, okay, fuck, dug it out another 30 cents. After like maybe 30 seconds, the lady's like, it's fine, just go. I'm like, whoa. Like, is that? She
Just go,
sounded
man.
so annoyed that I was trying to tip her, and like, I know this sounds on my part, it's look corny as fuck.
Yeah.
But in your opinions, was I in the wrong?
I'm
You
gonna.
were awkward as fuck.
Yes.
Awkward is awkward. There's awkward people out there, and I'm awkward as fuck.
Let them do it because it's kind of their money.
They're not gonna do shit. They were like so busy. Like the lineup was like around the corner.
Yo,
Yeah.
so I don't know-
or you suck it up and you say fuck yeah,
$8
here's
and
$20.
then
I'm not giving her $2. Like you heard how
That's
you heard
your
how
mistake.
you heard how pissed she was trying to not giving me the 2 loonies.
Oh, so you're
Oh,
saying
by the
that?
way, loonies is a $1 coin.
So you're
Yeah.
saying that the reason why you didn't get the full toonie is because she didn't have the 2 loonies.
And
Why
I'm
didn't
not-
you get a bunch of quarters?
She had no coins, man. Like first of all, like didn't even
Then
have
she
enough.
doesn't deserve a tip. If she doesn't have the right fucking money,
But I want.
then sorry, bye bye.
What's
This.
$2 is 20%, right?
No,
No,
$2
it's
is
more.
25% of $8.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, man, she ain't that good. The ice cream ain't that good either.
Well, you could argue that 12.5% tip you were going to give her
was subpar.
was standard.
No,
bitch.
it might be overrated too. You're
No,
at a
no.
$4 ice
I-
cream cone?
I'm talking about like
Yeah, no
I mean,
kidding.
these are the 90s. Times are expensive.
you know when you
man.
go to a restaurant, you tip and like a 15, quote unquote 15 is standard or whatever. I don't believe in that. First of all, I think 15 is way too much.
Wow.
No, man. What if you have like a $500 meal?
Dude, that's why I love Chinese restaurants because
What do you mean?
like tip is awesome.
If
You
you
give
have a $500 meal, the service will be exceptional. If it's 2 people.
What if I
Yeah.
went to Taco Bell and just went ham?
You're not going to get any
You
service.
went Taco Loco.
But I'm
We should
not-
do.
You're
We
gonna
should
get
do.
an ambulance.
no, no, but
Should
like,
do reverse service.
this
tip.
is one of those places where they have a tip jar, so
Yeah,
like
yeah.
tipping is very optional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And I was trying to do like the cool guy thing, but like I ended up looking awkward as hell doing
Yeah.
it. That's
Yeah.
the only problem.
So
When I
how
worked
much
at-
did you end up leaving?
When I worked at Starbucks, we used to have a tip jar there too, and it was annoying when people would like
Try
try
and
to
get change.
fish stuff out of it, and it was just like, don't.
And then
just don't
when I
bother.
walked away, I felt crazy embarrassed because I realized how stupid I looked.
Was there
But at
a
the same-
line?
You could have been.
I wasn't-
You could
okay,
have been
there-
a Ben baller by just dropping 2 coins in.
I
yeah,
wasn't-
that's true.
Yeah.
I-
a LeVar baller.
Yeah,
a
Big
LeVar baller.
Looks like you're not going the big baller brand.
I wasn't. There was a lineup, but I wasn't in the way. I was just.
He was
trying
going
to
the uniballer.
uni baller, but whatever. So you guys think I shouldn't have done that?
I don't think
Either
so.
give the 2 or walk
yeah,
away.
just give the 2. I think
Just
I would have given the
walk.
2, but if you calculated 25% is a lot.
Especially for shit service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But whatever.
I thought your whole story was going to be about the sea lion, to be honest.
Yeah,
That's no
so did
story.
I.
What,
No, that's
what does it
okay.
say?
Huh?
That's boring.
You're
to me.
anticipating.
No, I thought that's what it was about.
That's all.
Yeah.
Did you want to talk about the sea lion?
No, I don't care. I think she got
That's
what
my
she
cousin.
deserved.
No, her
A
parents
little
did
bit,
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you watch the whole video, it's a bit more apparent. Like a lot.
you
of
think
the,
it's-
a lot of the stuff that they're posting out there isn't the full video. So
Yeah.
when you see it on other publications,
First of all,
it's
don't
just
feed wild
her-
animals.
Exactly.
Ever.
And
feed
don't
wild
taunt
animals.
it. You're fucking taunting it.
Was she taunting? She
Did
was
you see the
just-
full video?
I-
She's kind of like, the thing thinks it's getting fed, and people are going up and like trying to take pictures or trying to get close to it.
Yeah.
And it's, it's
then she
like
turned
it's
her back
2
on
or
it.
There was that one
2 or
where
3
he
times. You're like,
approached her,
he's like,
right?
"Fuck you, I'm hungry. Like, don't
Yeah.
do that to me." And he fucking yanked her in the water.
And by all accounts,
She looked
all,
like a
all
giant
the
ice cream
quote-unquote
cone, though, so-
experts don't think the sea lion was vicious. It was just mistaken in her
Yeah.
dress as food.
No,
Yeah.
I think they're smarter than that. He was probably like, "I'm gonna fuck with her and pull her in the water because that's funny."
But Grandpa was
And
the
he was
fucking
giggling
boss,
underwater.
though.
You know, he was.
That's the real story. Is like Grandpa was the boss.
See, you know what I'm gonna say is that I think the reason why the grandpa was like fast enough to jump in there is because he was anticipating it because he knew that there was something wrong.
It's a wild animal. What do you-
Exactly.
yeah,
that girl's
like,
just so hapless it gets in trouble
Like,
all the
he'd
time.
reply like, you
And
know what?
Grandpa's
He's
always
already
fucking-
ready to.
He's already halfway.
He's on the go.
Dude,
his
I'm-
wallet and his phone he's
Cell
already
phone,
given
yeah.
to someone else. He
Socks
knows he's going in the
off,
water.
ankles
Grandma,
rolled
hold
up.
my shit. He's already got his fucking one leg into the phone booth, ready to rip that shirt off.
Yo, but
Yeah.
the all-star guy on that one was the video guy. Like he didn't do anything.
First of all,
World star.
I know, right?
He-
And he probably sold it for more.
I don't know, man. I think he just put it up there. And he
No,
didn't
I
get it.
know.
But that's besides the. And then the day I went, it was I think the day after the 2
Yeah, I
days.
saw
There was
that.
like still news crew there, and the funny thing was like apparently up until the fucking shit was all taped up, there were people purposely going there to try and find that goddamn sea lion again. People are so dumb.
Oh, BC people. I know, right?
I'm like, it's not a car accident. No need to slow down to look.
I know.
But anyways, that's enough of the non-sneaker related.
Sneakerphiles Aquarium Cast has been brought to you by.
What do you? It's only been 20 minutes. We'll get into sneakers. We got lots of time.
Tons of time.
So
We're just warming up.
The couple of weeks that we've been gone, have we had a chance to cop anything?
Dry. But you guys have.
Yeah.
Pierre likes to dry. Anyways, so Pierre's been.
Look at me.
No, fuck you. You copped those Atmos.
Yeah, you get the
after
A
we
week
Atmos.
ago.
recorded.
Two
You got the
weeks
Atmos.
ago, not
yeah,
a
but
week
we
ago.
haven't been here.
Yeah, I said
Yeah,
a couple
it's
of
been
weeks,
2
buddy.
weeks.
That's true. That's
So
true.
only the
Pretty close.
Atmos was the only thing.
Only the Atmos.
That fucking sucked up your entire budget dry for the last 2 weeks. Anyways,
No.
how about you? I know Joe's copped something. What do you?
What'd you get?
What'd you get? What'd you
Pair
get?
of flying at pinkies.
Are you wearing them? You got them on. Show them. Let's see. Oh yeah, you're
you
back.
broke
Oh
back.
yeah.
Whoa, those are
There's
dope.
actually I like that
Strawberry.
color.
Yeah.
I
like
like
that
Strawberry.
color.
We already have a starter pack for that one. It
Oh,
would
yeah,
be the
set.
antisocial.
There you
social
go.
club
Yeah,
hoodie.
you could
ass
just
clubs.
throw it all
pink
together
ass
there.
club.
And some tight ass
I could.
jeans, like those
Yeah.
jeans.
Yeah, these are
Dope.
dope. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm not
What up, sweats? Sweat crew
Hey,
over here.
yeah,
It's
it
a
is.
summer of George.
That's right.
These are comfy. They stretch a little
I'm
bit
not
too.
saying that they're not. I like them.
Okay.
Why are you? I like them.
You
Anyway,
guys are so defensive.
Just-
This guy, I haven't
I didn't
seen
say
him in a
nothing.
while. I thought we
know,
were buddies.
saucy.
I have a feeling.
Saucy.
What was that? I have a feeling Jason's one of those people who's like, it's not what you said, it's how you said it. He's one of those guys.
It's fucking both. It's both.
Joe, have you ever owned a pair of racers before?
Negative.
How do you feel about your
Whoa.
first racer purchase?
Thumbs.
Now that they're just on the brink of
Exactly.
discontinuing.
Extinction.
The last two out the door. These
Yeah.
are the Be Trues, and I think Foot Locker in the States has a crazy sale. $80 for the black and white Volt.
I
The,
fucking bought
the
them
blue
at
one,
full
too.
price. Like
Yeah.
I bought them the same day I
Oreos.
got my Legend Blues, I think. Yeah.
Nice.
When
I
they
like the
restocked it.
contrast to the.
Not nice, I paid full price.
No, Legend Blues and that's a good
The
buy.
blue,
Yeah, I guess.
blue black with the kind of the green toe.
Okay.
That one's on sale too at Nike for like $90.
Hot diggity.
The Volt
Okay.
ones?
Good.
Those are
No,
cool.
no,
Be
it's,
true
it's
tonight.
all
Dude, did you see
dark blue.
the
With green.
Euro only of the Mariahs?
Yes.
Not a fan.
The all black everything?
Yeah. Tripla.
Nice.
Did I say it wrong?
Tripla black.
That's a Lupe song, right? All black every. Never mind.
It's good.
But we'll get into that later.
Yeah.
Mr. Jason, what
Yo,
have you copped the last couple
I got
weeks?
these in the mail finally. I went
Two
and
of
picked them
them?
up.
Two
No,
of
just
them?
one.
Yeah, left and right.
I got the Pride of the 70s Aniki, which is dope. I love this.
Damn.
It's
We
this
were-
nice off-white.
We were
It's
talking about how much we
sick.
wanted one of
Nice weight
those
on there.
Yeah.
from the pack, right? So good on
Uh,
you.
and then-
You're starting to really like stock up on the Nikis, eh?
I like
Yeah.
them. I like them.
How many do you have of the Nikis now? Two?
3.
That's three more than any of
Three?
us.
Wow.
Red,
I'm-
gray, and then these ones. I
As
think.
soon as I can just pick them off the
Yeah.
shelf, I might fuck
You
with them.
can now. The black
They're
ones,
getting
you
some of
can.
them are on sale too.
No,
right
I
now.
want summer colors, man.
Yeah, true.
like the blue pinks that we were trying to get.
Waiting.
Yeah.
I might have to go for the pink blues.
Pink, blue pink.
Yeah, man.
I'm
We
gonna
got
get-
first
the we
pair.
got the
gonna
gold
get one of those.
97s.
Yes.
We
How
picked
do you
those
feel
up.
about those?
I like them. I dig them.
You you have only one pair of the silver bullets left. 2 pairs.
Yeah, only one pair.
Okay.
Yeah, which I think this guy wants.
Okay, how about this? If you didn't get the silver bullet 97s,
Like I get
would
rid
you
of them.
would
Huh?
you have copped the gold 97s if you didn't get the silver bullets?
Oh,
because it's a
I
pack.
really wanted
Pack
this-
mentality, you
Yeah,
know us.
I really wanted the
Pair
silver
pack.
ones,
Yeah.
but then I've seen pictures of the gold one and I actually dig it. And
Yeah,
in person,
awesome.
it's really nice.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I finally
I
got
don't
I got a chance to take a look.
How come
at
you
them.
didn't
think-
get a pair for you for the gold ones?
I did.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, I have mine.
So you have
So-
both of you have the pack.
Why the fuck are you so confused about this 97 thing, Pierre? We talked about this 97
Because when you
gold-
guys talked about it and I was jealous, I tried to block it out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
secretly. So I got
Now
I
that
got-
I'm back again with the spending spree, like now I want to get
Spending
them.
and then I picked up a couple of things.
Did you?
Yeah, I
What
got
else?
the I brought them.
This
If you guys
guy-
want to check them out,
Rich guy Jay
Oh,
over here.
Jesus.
I bought the.
I bought this Versace monocle.
That's just for
Slides?
counting money. That's just for counting money. The ACG's 07
Oh, that was a-
commuters.
Oh, is that the one with the drawstring?
Yeah.
That was a pass for me. It's a little too futuristic for my old
It's
ass.
really fucking
old
dope. I
ass.
like it. It's cool.
Hold it to the camera. It's not
I like
bad.
that buckle.
It's
the
a-
orange one's nice too.
It's a little bit too
Waterproof. You need it for delivering.
extreme for me. Not in a bad way, but it's just a little.
That means you have to drink
I
a
like
Mountain
it.
Dew for it.
Extra.
I just so happen to have.
This is straight up a rock climbing shoe, dude.
It looks
It's
like
an updated aqua sock.
It's pretty. And now, so if you just
So can you go
release
boogie
the
boarding with
back
that shit? Wakeboarding with it,
and then
Paddleboarding maybe too.
paddleboarding, skimboarding.
yeah. So if you just there's the
You broke it.
release thing on there.
What? Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
the toggle.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's kind of cool.
So you do that and you pull the tongue up, and then
Well, that is cool.
yeah,
It's convenient. I don't know if
It's-
I could just rock them though.
you gotta branch out. You gotta try new things.
That's dope.
No.
Now that Drake's worn them on stage with.
I know.
Drake
kinda-
wore these?
But he's got
The
no.
beige
But
pair.
the
Pierre,
the
no.
beige.
You know how I feel.
They're
Now,
still available on Nike
Instacop
CA
for
though.
you, right? So,
It is now.
Yeah.
I like the
It's
gray
just like-
pair.
Those are kind of.
And then these are just they're actually
Magnet.
yeah
Oh, nice.
magnet.
That is nice.
And then to top it all off,
Jeez.
I won the lottery.
no,
Louis Vuitton Jaspers.
yeah, I know.
a buddy of mine was on and I think he was doing one of the raffles for some upcoming shoe. I don't know can't remember which one. And then he messaged me. I think it was on what are we, Wednesday? It must have been Thursday of last week.
Sure.
Thursday or Friday. And they had a whole size run of the acronym Crimson, the one that I've been searching for.
This guy
Here we
Crimson
go.
High
Here we go.
Downtowns, full size run for retail. So I copped those.
Nice.
And and they didn't post anything about it. It was just on their website. So I was like, fucking yeah. So that was
Sweet.
So nothing for the next year
Yeah, right.
until tonight.
So it looks like you had a pretty successful couple of weeks.
Well done,
Yeah,
buddy.
yeah, I'm excited about those.
Since the last time we fucking recorded, I don't know. I picked up my
picture.
Parleys, and
How do you like those?
They look nice. I don't know how they feel though.
Wear your shoes, Eugene. I want
I
to see 'em.
legit been planning on taking a photo of it and posting it, and I
Yeah.
haven't even opened the box yet.
Really?
I opened the box. Took
Are
a
you
photo
sure there's
for you
even
guys to
Parleys
see.
in there?
Yeah. There's just 10 empty
pretty
plastic water bottles.
There's just ocean.
Oh, it's the same. And those 97 gold metallics that you just caught for me. Which I still owe you money, but that's on record now.
Yeah. Well,
So-
I'll get that.
Witness.
Yeah.
Management
what else
fee.
have I been? That's pretty much it, man. Like I've been crazy low key just because
Thought you were gonna get the racers.
I was going to, and I got lazy.
Yeah, because this is a lot of work. Hey, I bought shoes.
Lazy. Like, I don't know, man. Like if I don't get it the minute it comes out, I'm like pass.
You have to have people do it for you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Even that's too much work.
I know.
I'm like, can you put it in my card too?
Yeah, getting people to get stuff for you is hard work.
It depends.
It's a roller coaster of emotions.
I think you're talking to the wrong guy here who's now fronted shoes for both of you guys. And
A couple times.
not the same size, but sure.
another
Fair
one.
enough.
We'll be good.
No,
We'll
You're
be
never,
kidding.
you're never around.
I'm
when this-
kidding. I'm
this
kidding.
comes.
I'm kidding.
I keyed.
Pierre's-
I keyed.
Pierre, we've talked about not fucking up your hookups, okay?
Yeah.
You can't mess with your plugs. So, yeah, man, let's get the regular schedule programming on.
Let's do it.
So, let's get into some of the upcoming releases and see exactly where we stand on this thing. You want to start with, like, regular sneakers or Jordans? You know what I mean?
Whatever works.
All right.
Let's save the Jordans for last.
Okay, so I don't know why, but Cortezes are making a huge comeback. There's like fucking 89 colorways coming out of the
I have a
Cortezes.
feeling it
Celebrate.
has something to do with an anniversary, or it might also have something to do with the fact that Adidas has been crushing retro last year with stands and shell toes.
I thought they're making like
Isn't
a
it?
Forrest Gump fucking remake or something.
No. It's
So-
an anniversary.
Yeah.
72.
But the only problem is like the Cortezes aren't priced like the way
82,
they used to be, man.
82.
Like they're over $100 a pair now. What's up with that?
Probably some premium leather on them nowadays.
Out of all the Cortezes, would
70.
any of you pick up a pair of them?
Those
I had
Oregon
one.
ones look nice.
The Compton.
All right, all right.
Because
the
hey,
Compton
look
is-
at me.
I know, right? Jesus. Cortezes. I've never actually owned a pair of Cortezes.
I have.
First pair I've ever customed
The-
were a Cortez.
Yeah,
Really?
Yep.
because they were so cheap to pick up.
a Kurtz.
Yeah, I
regular-
already had them, and then I thought I'd work on those, and then that was a
The
big fail.
closest I've ever gotten to Cortez was when I took one of those novelty photos right outside of Bubba Gump, and you get to slide your feet inside those Cortezes sitting on Forrest Gump's bench.
Really?
That's the closest I've ever worn a Cortez.
Cortezes are dope, man.
They're comfy.
They're a classic, man. What do you expect?
When in grade 8, I got them from secondhand at Frugal Feet
Right on.
and wore them to school in an instant. Like, this guy's cool.
Straight
Straight
up.
up.
Say you got some
And then,
friends.
yeah, I did.
Friends for life.
A little
So do you
bit,
think
a little
this
bit.
Cortez movement is like a direct response of what Adidas has been doing with like the e-Nikes and shit like that?
I think it's because of just anniversary. They don't need to
Anniversary
do all
of
that
what? Is
stuff.
like a Cortez anniversary?
Yeah.
I really am not educated with
Isn't
what
it
this
like,
shoe. I don't even know why I wrote
You
this
said
down.
82, right?
45.
72?
I said 72. You said 82.
I thought it was 82, but then I think it was released in 72.
72.
Yeah, because the new ones, the anniversary
Or
ones, have a
45.
little buckle on the.
They've
on the
always
lace.
had-
Dubray.
Yeah, they've always
Is
had
that what it's called?
A lace Dubray.
Well done. Dubray.
All right. So we all feel like we like this shoe, but at the same time, like it depends on our budget, really. And I think it's one of those pairs like, oh, just wait for the outlet kind of deal.
Yeah, pretty
and
much.
there's so many of them coming out,
I-
which I think is also kind of a
We've talked
mistake
about this
sometimes.
before. Every time they jam pack like a release with multiple colorways, like for example, when NMD started doing that, that's when
Yeah.
people started losing interest. And if you're gonna launch or relaunch a classic silhouette like this, and you have all these colorways, that just gets muddled and kind of confusing for maybe first-time buyers of this silhouette, right?
See, I
The
think
the Compton and the Long Beach, California versions come in special packaging.
I mean,
So if that's you're hooked already, I can tell.
does it come with a dust bag?
It
I
might.
believe it does. At least the wrapper, at least the tissue paper in there has got some custom
Yeah.
branding
You can
on it.
staple the paper up into a bag.
What's
Nice.
the color of the swoosh for the Long Beach one? Gold? Because it's black and gold.
I think it might be white.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your favorite, Jay?
It's the right color.
Wow. Jesus.
Wow.
See, we've talked
Sorry, edit, cut right there.
we've talked about this before of like how Nike's gotten away with doing or making a release like that with a plethora of colorways in a staple silhouette shoe like that.
Example?
Like an Air Force One. An Air Force One low, you can go and search out in any number of colorways. Whereas Adidas with Ultra Boost and NMD and City Sock and all of the stuff that was new over the last 2-3 years started out as, triple white or core white, triple black. Everybody wanted it. And
go whet the
gradually
appetite, dude.
one more colorway came out, one more. And then all of a sudden they're doing releases where 6 colorways of each are coming out. And then people just don't give a shit anymore. I think Nike's got the sway where they can do that because you're going to have people who are like, I like the Cortez, but I'm not going to buy the Forrest Gump colorway or Compton or Long Beach. I want the Oregon colorway or I want something else. So I need that pack or I need that release to have 20 colorways.
And they released Luxe versions as well,
Yeah, that's
which I
true.
had no idea that they did. There was 3 of them. They all sold out already.
Yeah.
But yeah, real high end, nice leather that was on
All
them.
right, all right.
So yeah, there's a bunch of different.
We feeling good about the Cortez?
Yeah, I think it's good, yeah.
I think I'm gonna try to get one. I like.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait till they go cheap.
Really.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think so.
it's an option. It's
They're
just
not that expensive anyway. I think
And
the
if
base
they're-
model's like
I think it's 100.
100 too much for that shoe. If you ask
Yeah,
me.
you get in the $60-$70 range. That's an immediate pickup. But unfortunately, the colorway, that Oregon colorway, is going to be evaporated when it comes out.
What's the? It's green. I'm guessing.
Green
It's
and
Or yellow and yellow. And
It's
green.
like if I can get a pair for like dirt cheap, like $50, like sub $50, I'll be
Yeah.
like, I'll wear it every day. I'll trash the
Why
fuck
not?
out
and
of
someone
it.
else has to pick it up for him.
Why not?
And I'll
why-
pay them back 4 weeks
Why not
later.
the Forrest Gump colors? That's the classic. That's the iconic Cortez.
Don't look at me. I'd get it,
Yeah, I dig it.
but everyone
Yeah.
else would have it.
Ah, I see. Yeah. My girlfriend at one point had the slip-on version of the Cortezes.
yeah.
They were pretty cute, but
Is that a thing, Joe?
Aw.
The slip-on thing?
Yeah.
Like there's
Yeah.
no laces?
Yeah.
it was the
No heel.
There was no back heel, so it was just a slip-on. It was crazy. Yeah, she still has it.
All right. This sounds more
Make
like...
him wear it tonight.
Anyways, so that's about the Cortez. That's all the Cortez that we can talk about. Not much more to say. But interesting, in June, early June, there'll be multiple silhouettes of a certain pack, and that is, we talked about this before. It's the Be True
Yes.
Nike Be True pack. How do we feel about all of the silhouettes? First of all, Joe, which silhouettes are included in this Be True pack? You should know this.
Cortez, Flyknit Racer,
Yes.
Vapor Max.
Yep.
And I think there's one more, a women's only running model that I can't think of right now. It's just basically all white with just a couple rainbow hits.
It's also
Tavis?
Pegasus.
It might be. Is it the Pegasus?
It's the Pegasus.
Gotcha.
So we got those. Man, first of all, every silhouette very uniquely different. It's not like fucking same color palette all throughout the silhouettes, which is amazing. And when it comes to the sales side of the Be True line throughout the past year, it's always hit or miss.
Okay.
Like last year, those zeros were duds. I'm not talking about the design of the shoe or the way it looks. I'm talking about sales wise. It kind of sat around and went to outlet eventually.
Well, there
after a
wasn't
month.
really much to it. I mean, they put some of the colors.
There's
but
rainbow
it's
in the
inside
fucking air bubble.
Yeah, in the airbag, and it's like,
It's
well,
your
you can't
inner
even see.
pride. Anyways,
Yeah, which I have my own thoughts.
or you
on
can just
that,
say I have
but-
zero pride because it's an AM0.
Oh,
Maybe that's the wrong message.
That is maybe there.
Or am I just reading too much into it?
Yeah.
Might be.
But when it comes to this pack, how do we feel about the execution of this year's Be True pack?
I think it's much more
I-
aggressive, in my
Very
opinion.
good,
Yeah. But to the point where, did you see Adidas's?
Yeah, I'm gonna get into that right
my bad,
after
my bad,
the
sorry.
Nike shit.
Yeah.
I like the Nike one. I think that it's true to what they're trying to say. Is like it's pride. It's about being confident and being out and being
Right.
okay with
As
who
in
you
you're not-
are, and that's
You're not really
not be it?
hiding the fact that this shoe represents something very important to a lot of people, right?
and that's kind of what the Zero I felt was doing. It was
As in
like,
it's hiding
Yeah, and
what
it's
the
like-
true meaning of that or that
Yeah.
colorway was, right?
Yeah.
So out of those 4 or 5 or whatever shoes, which one has caught your attention the most?
Flyknits.
The Racers?
Yes.
Racers.
Cortez, a close second, actually.
It's
For
interesting
me-
with the stripe running down the center of it, right? Over the tag, which was a bit weird. But
For me, the racers always rank really high in all colorways. I love racers, just the way they look and the amount of different things you can do with a racer. It's such a good palette for or a canvas for things to, have really interesting executions done. But the one that got my attention the most was the VaporMax. The VaporMax, it's like a very dark upper, and the fucking rainbow air bubble in the bottom, or whatever Nike calls it. Like, that was such a obviously unique look that they were going for. Like, I might have to cop it just because they might not make another VaporMax that looks like that.
That's true.
So it might be your one and only shot getting a multicolored fucking bottom of a VaporMax, and I might not need to. That word doesn't exist in this year. I might have to really try and get a pair of those Be True VaporMaxes.
Well, didn't they release like a limited multicolor top, like upper?
That was an ID, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was an
Yes.
ID. It was
so
like,
it was limited. So you're right.
That one was really nice too. Like, they're coming out with crazy, awesome colorways for the VaporMax.
If you ask me, when it comes to Nike versus Adidas, like we always talk about, I think the Flyknit uppers of a lot of different silhouettes, because they use Flyknit for everything. Even Jordan 1's coming up, where they use Flyknit for almost every modern shoe now for Nike. And compared to what they can do, but what Adidas does with their
PK,
what do they call it?
Prime
With
Knit?
their Prime Knits, I think Nike has much more interesting executions done as opposed to the
who started
Prime
Prime Knit? I mean, who started the knit? Like, it would be Nike at first, right?
It could be Reebok or something for all we know.
I mean,
But
canvas.
Let's just say Nike popularized it.
Yeah.
Can
Well,
we
look
say
at
that?
look what they did with Flyweave, blending that into like synthetic leather
Yeah, man,
heel counters.
That's crazy Hogwarts shit right there.
Hogwarts.
So, but yeah, I totally agree with you. I mean, Adidas has done some cool stuff enough that I've been interested,
Yes.
like with the Parley
Yes.
collaborations and things like that. But in terms of what they've actually done with their textile,
Nike
crushed.
kills it.
I think Adidas will expand on it.
The only
I think
thing
that's
that comes
coming.
close with what Nike has been doing for years now with their Flyknit would be maybe the Yeezys uppers, and maybe the Futurecraft shit looks crazy.
Yeah,
though.
dude.
But
Yeah.
you're paying like it's allegedly like $1,000 shoe though. These Futurecrafts, allegedly.
Anything is 3D printed nowadays is expensive.
As of now, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know you can like 3D print like gun parts and shit?
Yeah.
People like buy these unfinished
of
guns,
stuff, man.
whatever, so they don't need a license, and they find workarounds, and they have like one guy would build like a 3D file, and then like they would have like a fucking 3D printing party and just shoot things.
Highly illegal. Sneakerphiles does not condone
No,
that.
I'm just saying 3D print is the future. It's like 3D
Yeah.
printing and VR is like the future, right?
Because there's so many things that you can do. There's the last convention I went for my industry, they had plumbing 3D printed. Like,
That's dope, man.
Yeah,
That's
it's crazy.
because of
And
all the
it's-
materials that you can print with. You can
Yeah,
print with almost
like-
anything.
really.
Like 3D printing makes the resources like way cheaper to prototype shit.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to make it, sculpt it, mold it. Like 3D print is could be like sorry.
We should get a crew like little figurines of us printed in 3D.
You can do it at
We're gonna
work.
do that.
Right?
But I was gonna say I'm chuckling because I don't think LeVar Ball 3D printed the ZO2 Prime. There's no prototype.
This is Joe's LeVar minute.
Did you see him call out or like accept the Ice Cube's challenge?
No.
What's his
Oh,
challenge?
yeah.
Okay, so
I
Ice
saw that.
Cube is part of the Big Three, or it's a new league with all these old
Yep.
basketball players. Allen Iverson's playing.
3-on-3.
Kenyon Martin.
Allen
It's
Iverson is
3-on-3?
an old
Yeah.
guy now.
No, he
Yeah,
wants to
well-
expand it to 4-on-4 though.
Right.
Yeah.
It's 3-on-3 hoops.
So whose is this?
Is
Ice
it full
Cube?
court?
No.
Oh, they're trampolines.
No. It's just half court
Anyways,
3-on-3.
and then one of the things there is that they have a 4-point
Right.
shot in the middle.
Yeah.
What's the distance of the 4-point?
It's in the middle. It's
Isn't it half court?
with Steph
Like,
Curry shot. I would say
35-footer.
something like that.
Okay.
And then so Ice Cube, I guess, called him out saying that if he gets it in, he's gonna buy 10 pairs of the ZO2s.
Woohoo.
So LeVar posted a new Instagram saying that, like, or a new video saying that if I make it in, and he's like dribbling and all that stuff, and if he gets it in, he wants Ice Cube to buy 14 for his crew. and then he takes a shot,
bargaining with him.
but you don't see the shot go in. But he's like, "Look at that form. You see that form?
It certainly didn't go in.
It didn't go in.
It didn't sound like it. That's for sure. It was,
was
no
that
switch.
the shot that was?
But
No
it's not a
swish.
swish. For sure, it's not a swish. But the hoop that he's playing with is like those clangy ones, so it could have gone in.
Yeah, and did it like bounce into the fucking into space because it never hit the ground after that.
I don't. We
There's
have
no footage of him shooting it. It's
Just
just
him
It's just-
talking.
yeah,
Brutal.
it's he shot it and then well, anyways, yeah, that's so I don't know when that's gonna happen, but yeah.
So that wasn't the actual shot. That was just him flexing on video.
He shot a shot,
Okay.
but we don't know if it went in. I know, right?
It's just like that Big Mac commercial with Larry Bird and MJ now.
And prior to this week, I'm actually all over this. Like every time there's a LeVar,
Dude, we're not.
Are we not? Are we doing a LeVar watch?
No,
No.
I wanted like a dedicated
LeVar
fucking
Watch
roasting
2017.
session for this guy every single episode.
Okay, last week,
He is kind of
he
like
was
a hurricane.
reaming out these kids because they were losing in the halftime like by 50. And then he's reaming out these kids. He was wearing a shirt that goes "Stay in your lane" just because
God.
after, and he's promoting this bullshit.
He's selling T-shirts. You see all the T-shirts that people are wearing with
He's
it?
like
There was
the
one
Don
again today
King
with
of basketball
people,
is what he is.
But he
Stay
just
in your
he
lane.
just disrespected a female.
Yeah,
And he's selling
yeah.
that, and people are buying it.
because they're idiots.
And then it's so funny because like
Jason's like, I bought two.
because
Nah, I would never buy that
people are
shit.
trolling. He has
Can't treat women like that.
the big baller slides while he's coaching, and like,
Nice.
dude, no one's gonna take you seriously. Like the comments are the best. The comments are the best when it comes to that.
Toxic environment
I
in the
know.
comment section. Those are the best.
consensus is he's already cost Lonzo $10 million.
Yeah, well, I heard about that.
Yeah.
Is that a? Is
He's
that
gonna-
an offer
Entry
after
level
the fact?
endorsement contract,
Which
an
is
endorsement
standard.
deal.
Yeah.
Yes.
For
He's
a
gonna
high,
make
no,
that-
yeah, not standard. That's a high profile entry level endorsement.
10
deal.
mil for the first year or 10 mil each year for the.
I've
however?
heard 3 to 5 years.
Dude,
So-
he's gonna
but
make that
that's
back.
10 million.
He's gonna make it back because of the billion that he's gonna get after that.
Well,
Oh,
$3
yeah.
billion now.
Oh, three
3
my
billion.
bad. My
If
bad.
Ice-T buys 14 pairs of those things, he can probably pocket 100 or 200 bucks from that. Who knows how much this thing costs to make just because like the production numbers are so low, right?
Can't wait.
So
for
they're
the
being
ZO3
made right
Prime.
now. Technically, they're being made right
Those
now.
3D printers are just
Well,
going nuts.
they better hope that factory or whatever has agreed to a low minimum, like under 500 pairs for this production run.
Yeah, but you don't make any. Okay. Anyways, I don't.
Yeah.
Think, I don't think he understands like the fucking intricacies of fucking high volume production and shit like that. Like I don't know anything about it, but I have a feeling even I know a little bit more about it than he does. And like he's asking for like crazy. Like he might as well just go on like fucking what's that show called in the States? Shark Tank.
Shark
Shark
Tank.
He might as well just Shark Tank that
Dude,
shit.
imagine LeVar in a Shark Tank.
Damon
Fucking
Jones.
Fubu would
Right?
rip
Chew
him
him
apart,
apart.
man.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah.
Can you imagine?
I think the only person that would probably bite,
Yeah.
is Dallas Mavericks owner. I think.
No.
You
No
think so?
way.
No, Cuban's
No, he's-
probably already.
But he's
laughed him out.
outlandish like that. You,
No.
you
He's
don't-
already disrespected the entire league and every fucking
Oh, man.
athletic association related to remotely to this athlete. It's ridiculous. He's burned every bridge. Like he burned all the bridge. Now he's just stuck on a little island.
You'll never know. He might see something. And Mark Cuban, I like Mark Cuban. I think he's a smart guy.
He's
but
a smart
also
guy. Like
outlandish,
you don't
too.
become a billionaire by being a dumbass, right?
He's been bankrupt a couple of times, but I mean, he's
bankrupt is just a way to.
exactly
Okay,
exactly.
Then you know where I was going
Yeah,
with that.
yeah.
But anyways, what were we talking about? Yeah, Nike, fucking be true.
Yes.
I really want at least one pair from this pack, man.
me too.
The Racers might be a cheaper option if I can't quote unquote afford the Vapor Max because $255 is a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
And as much as I like it, they're gonna be hard to get. The availability is low in Canada, and the Racers you can never go wrong with Racers, especially with the weather coming up.
And it's the last one.
Mariah,
Not the same shoe.
So is it for Mariah Carey
she's on
or
fire.
No?
She's on fire. What's that?
It's Mariah. The Mariah thing
Is there was an
On
an
the
older
release
silhouette
calendar,
of
the
that.
Mariah Racer are the last, right?
No, it's the new
no,
one.
No, the Mariah is a
new
Flyknit
silhouette.
update on an old silhouette.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like
This isn't like a goddess Flyknit racer. We're talking.
When
The
did
Mariah
this?
is
When did this Mariah originally release?
It hasn't.
No, the original.
Oh, the
Mariah
original
was
one.
early 90s, I think.
Yeah.
So this is a
something like that.
modern remake, quote unquote.
It's a Flyknit version.
Classic. It's
Yeah.
not really a classic since I don't even know about it.
Yeah.
Well, it was
Silhouette.
pretty popular, but it's not like a white goddess cocaine
No.
Flyknit racer that you might have thought.
So
that
Be
the
True
Mariah-
It's like a
might be the last
hybrid.
one in
correct,
a long time.
Correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
I
It is
might
the
have to go
last
for
one.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, there's
For a
nothing
long
after
time.
that. Yeah.
yeah, just like those Jordan 3s were gonna be
Throw them in the balls. Throw them in the balls.
until they released the remastered racers and just called it something else.
Re-racered.
Re-racered.
Sorry, I'm
Erasered.
Wow, good one. Ding ding. So with all that Nike Be True pack out of the way, Adidas is also releasing something in a very similar theme, and they're calling it the Pride pack.
Yeah.
A little bit more on the nose, but have you guys seen some of the colorways of this
Yep.
of
I've
this
seen
line?
it. Yep.
So as far as I understand, it's an Ultra Boost EQT. One of the superstars and a crazy explosive, which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Do you really the
I
Pride
like
pack
that,
and
though.
crazy explosive?
Finally, some basketball shoes in the Pride pack, though.
That's fine, but
Yeah.
like I don't know.
It looks weird, but I like any basketball shoe is a good thing.
Have you ever put on a pair of crazy explosives?
No.
Have we heard any of the performance aspects of this thing yet? So little feedback on that thing, just because no one ever wears it, right?
I'm just worried my knee would buckle.
D-Rose.
Might just be your ankles.
So how do we feel?
They're already a little weak, aren't they?
I guess so.
Fired.
It's not.
Not cool.
You know, it's that thing
Just kidding.
when they say like when you've sprained your ankle once, it'll never be 100% for the rest of your
Oh,
life.
dude, I've been spraining my ankles for a long time.
Me too.
A lot of kids.
Thanks,
A lot
guys.
of crossovers.
Dude, you'll see when it gets to the tournament. You better shut your mouth because you might get crossed up.
You
too.
better fucking bandage that thing up real
We're
tight.
teammates. We're teammates.
I'm saying for your own good.
We're having some issues working out the details of this team thing.
Infighting already.
I know.
I'm looking out for your best interest
I'll be
and
like-
mine.
You'll be like Carlton and Fresh Prince, where you like steal the bowl and
Yeah, and
steal the
chuck
ball
it
and
from
shit.
half court.
and it goes airball.
So with the Adidas Pride pack, how do we feel about this? Good? Not as good as Nike?
They're pretty plain. Like the Ultra Boost had just like a rainbow on the.
Little
It's like
bubbly,
bubbly rainbow,
yeah.
Heel counter.
It's like
It's like a Katy Perry video.
someone just like customed it on the side.
Yeah, that's a good comparison.
Yeah,
The Katy Perry
because
part?
it's just like
No.
a core
damn.
blast.
It would have been nice to see like a
Prime knit.
well, yeah, the prime knit, like the multicolored.
Like I
one
said before,
somehow
man,
blended in
Nike's
with
killing
it.
it with the knit uppers as opposed to what Adidas is
I
doing
don't know
with a
what
single tone.
and the circular pattern that they're using for that. I've
Bubbles.
seen like on another brand's Pride kind
Yeah.
of release stuff. So I don't know if there's some sort of
It's
tie-in with
alright.
it or if it.
Yeah.
I
But
love
I always think of
Superstars.
Wonder Bread when I see.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
a good
yeah.
one.
Good
Yeah.
one.
Right?
All
And I'm
right.
like, Wonder Bread,
Yeah.
white
It
bread.
screams Pride like Wonder Bread.
Maybe they're just like, because is this just their first Pride pack thing, or is it pretty new?
Not 100% sure, but
Yeah.
I don't ever remember.
Well, we were
Another
just
one,
like
Pride.
kind of like, just like meh on the first option of the first Pride pack from Nike.
Right.
So maybe they're just trying to get into it and just trying to see what it's like.
Is a cash grab, is what you're saying? But they're,
No,
they're
it's-
choosing some classic silhouettes, man. The Superstars in there. I guess that's up like head to head with like the Cortez.
Yeah, yeah.
Which kind of makes sense, but
Adidas did a Pride pack last year with a superstar, I believe. If
Yeah?
not 2 years ago, yeah. I
do you
think this is
remember
the second time. I
at
can't-
all what it looks like?
No.
All right, fair enough. Probably I'll dig it up and they'll be on your screen right now if I found it.
Right
But, thanks. But like I said before, man, those Nike ones are just so different. Each one of them were so different. But the Adidas one, it looks, dare I say, lazy when it comes to the design of these
Afterthought.
things. Afterthought, as
Yeah.
in, like, this thing screams fucking cash grab. Hopefully that's not the case. And I don't even know, like, when you buy one of these things, if any money goes towards any fucking organization or nonprofit or whatever. But that's besides the point. We're talking about the design of the shoe and how much we want this thing. Now that we've said that each one of us are at least interested in one of the Nike silhouettes of the Be True pack, how do we feel about the Adidas Pride pack when it comes to our wallets in particular?
Not as interested.
Fair enough.
If I had money, I would probably go for the crazy explosive. Just because
Austin style.
Yeah, I like that. And it's Boost. I've never had Boost in a basketball shoe. I'm kind of curious.
Dude,
about
this is off topic,
Feel
sort
a
of.
little wobbly,
But
maybe.
do you know
that's what I'm scared of, dude. Because
Adidas makes Boost themed boost technology in some of their cleats, right? Such as their golf cleats and some of their soccer cleats, football cleats, whatever you want to call it.
Football.
And what I found out was inside their soccer cleats, their insole is a boost technology insole.
Wait a minute. Really?
Yeah, man.
So you have 2 boosts in there?
I don't know if the shoe itself has the boost, but the insole is boost. What I would think is like if Adidas would license that out and just sell the insoles, they'd be making bajillions.
But
Dr.
Adidas
Adidas.
doesn't own
They
Boost
don't own that
technology.
boost. Yeah.
They have the license to use the technology. They don't
No,
own it.
They can't license a company's other stuff because BASF has already licensed that to Puma and
But-
to Saucony.
But Adidas is using it in their insole.
But there's been a lawsuit over the use and the manufacturing of it, so its appearance, and they lost.
But-
Adidas lost that lawsuit. So I don't think you can
But if you can-
patent another company's product.
Technology. It's not
in which way you've purposed
You're not
it.
stealing the fucking technology. You're licensing your fucking fair usage of it.
But you can't license. I don't think you can sub-license is what we're getting at here. You're talking about Adidas taking their license from BASF and their polyurethane insole technology or polyurethane midsole technology, the Boost, and then having them be able to then license an Adidas insole to other brands.
Okay, not to other brands. What if like you can go to London Drugs and just buy the insoles? That's Adidas Boost.
Wouldn't that require a separate paperwork or separate
Oh, for
licensing
sure, yeah,
for
there'd
that?
be other-
But
Right.
if that were
It would be
possible,
an Adidas
don't you
product.
think
They
that
would
would
kill
just
it.
blow up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That wouldn't give them credibility. They'd just be the new Dr. Scholl's. Like that'd
Yeah.
be so.
I bet Dr. Scholl's fucking swimming
Killing
in money,
it, dude.
though.
Yeah, but are you gelling? Is what we need to know.
like mid-gelling.
Yeah, exactly. See,
But like, can you imagine the possibilities of taking these fucking Adidas insoles and like putting them in my Nike racers?
and who knows? Maybe BASF will go down that route, and then they can do that in perpetuity and make millions every year.
So,
on
to
that.
your understanding, the BASF boost technology, I don't even know. It's so fucking complicated to me. Do they own the material, the technology, the composition of what makes boost?
all of it.
So
And
what
they,
is
they have
this-
licensed it to Adidas?
So Adidas is
Puma,
like, here's
and
some money,
Saucony,
BASF. Can we put our stamp on it? Is that all it is?
and call it Boost.
Okay. So in like
So the way that it's shaped and
In
it
the
looks,
simplest-
is
That's
that-
what they had a lawsuit over because Puma put it. There's a Puma Energy Runner, Energy V2 Runner, and the midsole looks like Boost.
right.
Adidas has sued BASF and Puma. There's a big lawsuit. There was a big lawsuit a few years ago over that, the way they purposed it in the midsole, and I'm almost 100% sure Adidas lost that.
Is it the purpose or the appearance or what is it?
All of it. The
So-
only thing the only thing like the paperwork that Pierre was mentioning that BASF gave or signed off on to allow Adidas to use was that you can just use our technology.
Right.
But guess what? So can Puma.
Okay.
So when Adidas decided to go and go take him to court over it, they lost because I would imagine that paperwork was airtight.
So why do you think any other manufacturers or the sneaker companies or however this technology is being used? I'm guessing it's not just for footwear either. I'm pretty sure there's different applications for this technology
I
that we don't even
think-
know about, right?
I mean, early on, the rumor was that it was NASA that was.
I
doing
never
Boost.
believed that for a
I'm just
second.
saying that you never know. I mean, like Silly Putty was developed by someone trying to build tiles for the space shuttle. You know, like there's a whole bunch of shit.
But whatever the case, why has the Adidas, usage of this technology been way more popular than anyone else trying to use it?
Probably first, my guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Yeezy.
Wow, I like that. The Yeezy factor. We always forget
Dude,
that.
there's always a Yeezy.
We almost made it through the whole podcast without mentioning it. But anyways, this Pride Pack. Would you guys spend money on any of these Pride Pack Adidas silhouettes?
Negative.
I already have a shit ton
Crazy
of
explosive.
Crazy explosive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not for you because you don't fuck with Boost yet. Yet.
Parley.
They should have done
Team
a fucking
Cop.
enough of this Team Cop bullshit.
Harley Pride.
Like if they had like a Pride Pack Iniki, that'd be fucking interesting.
That'd be
I
pretty
agree.
cool,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I would fuck with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we could. I can make one.
Paint some bubbles on it. Wonder
Yeah.
bread it up.
And that's what it's weird that the color palette is like identical to Nike's. Like it's all
Coincidence?
black and white with the color. Like it just seems a little too convenient. But
All right.
You know,
I have a feeling Nike Pride Pack is going to do just fine on
Yep.
at the sales tails.
Yeah.
And this Ultra Boost, if you can even find it, might be difficult to find, but I don't know. It's Adidas is Adidas. They'll do their own business. And
It could be crazy limited. Look at the multicolor option for the My Adidas.
those are still nice
People
and
paying mega bucks for a tiny little bit of
the
multicolor.
difference is the My Adidas stuff. They already preset the amount that's going to be
No, I
available,
get,
right?
Well, I mean, I would assume that
Made
Pride
available.
Pack-
That information was public.
correct. Yeah.
That's
the
the
whole
I
get
shoe
what
in
you're
that
saying.
multicolor would have been fucking fire.
Yeah.
They
So
came
good.
close, man. It's always the toe half or the heel half. They
Yeah,
kept
I know.
Yeah.
It's getting there, guys. Next
whole
year.
thing.
closer
Next
and closer
year.
every
Sorry,
time.
are you
Awesome.
going after the Flyknit Racer? Be true.
If
Yes or no? Right now.
No one's gonna hear this
Yes or
podcast
no?
yet.
if I haven't, yes,
Yeah, nice, nice.
there were.
He had a seizure on the way to answer
No,
that.
I was
Yeah.
gonna
Hard
say.
question.
I was gonna say if I have
wanted
enough
the
money,
Vapor
it's gonna
Max.
be the Vapor Max.
Yeah.
If
Oh, I
I'm hurting
gotcha.
for
Yeah,
money,
yeah,
I'm just
yeah,
gonna get the
right.
racers.
Yeah.
I still need
You
some.
could just buy you can buy me a pair because I want the racers. So
Oh, there you go.
Then you
Your
can-
copying ability is fucking way up here, man. I'm right down here with all the peasants.
go
It's not a
online.
lot of luck
I don't want to have
lately.
to do the work. I'm
Yeah.
gonna do the work this time.
All right.
You gonna get the racers?
Yeah, I want the
I mean,
racers.
I
Yeah.
tried, man. My credit card declined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm gonna get one for my girlfriend too.
Ooh.
How about you?
Yeah,
Team-
I'm gonna
team-
try.
We're gonna
Team
be the
Cop.
Pride Pack.
Well, no, you're gonna get the Vapor Max
Fuck. Okay, I'll do it.
June 10th, right? June 10th.
No,
tonight.
Tonight. We have a few hours to go.
Yeah,
before
midnight,
we
dude.
can-
Are you serious?
Yeah, man. You-
Okay.
You can rush home, like take a quick shit, and then you have to go
Something else
hop on the
releasing
computer.
tonight too.
Whatever it is, there's a lot of stuff. Just follow KicksDLCA. Shout out.
I can't remember.
But anyways, that's enough of this. The Pride, like you know,
Be true.
Be true over Pride
Good.
Pack if you
Yep.
ask me. I don't know. I love all this theme
Damn,
stuff when
it's
it has a
tonight?
purpose. Yeah, man. I have a feeling they might sit. You might be able to get them.
You think so?
No,
No, they'll
Yeah,
sell
they're
out.
pretty limited. I
it's
heard.
limited
They're gonna
here.
sell it, too.
You might
They're
be able to
awesome.
hit up the U.S. sites and get them
Because
there.
the is it the Vapor Max is gonna be an hour later because it's a Nike Lab collaboration.
I have
Are they
no
calling
clue,
it? I
dude.
think it is. Yeah.
What's that? The
Of
Vapor
the Be
Max?
True. Yeah. I think everything else is coming out at midnight Pacific, and then 1 a.m. is gonna be the
Whatever the case,
Kick Steals put it out there, and I was like, yeah, I don't know why they do that, but
whatever the case, if I'm still awake, I'm gonna try for it.
nice.
If not, then I will have to, work my hustle.
5 million would be really
Hey, this
good
might
right
interest
about
you, Joe, Chris.
Uh-oh.
The next iteration of the Adidas UltraBoost Parleys are coming out, supposedly, allegedly, on June 28th.
Yep.
So that's less than a month away. How do you guys all feel about the next colorway of the Parley Boosts?
Jason, you want to start?
I dig them.
Yeah?
Yep, I like them.
It's-
I mean, I would change something if I had my choice, but I like them.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
They almost look...
the cage and the lace color should match the shoe, but that's just me.
That's a simple thing to
Yeah.
fix up, right?
The what? Occasionally, what would you say?
The
I
cage.
said the laces.
Oh, the laces
and the cage
should match. the
should
shoe.
match the shoes.
Okay, so it's baby blue, and then what's the cage color?
White. And
White.
the laces are white or off.
I think that gives it a nice
Yeah,
little
me too. I
contrast,
like
though.
that
I like
one.
the contrast.
Yeah, it's a little North Carolina colors right there.
Oh, don't get it.
Please make it in men's sizes. Please make it in men's sizes.
When I read about the release of this thing, I looked it up at sneakernews.com, and the release calendar says that this is coming out on June 28th, and the only issue is that it's listed as a women's runner. I don't know.
gotta have
I don't know
small
if
feet.
that's absolutely accurate or true, or it's just fucking release information not being 100% available yet. But Joe would probably really
Need
love
a women's
pair
size
of-
13 and a half.
Yeah, I was gonna say a size women's 14 or whatever. You would probably fuck with that. Either way, if they come in my size, I'm gonna try for them. Like I said last year, I'm really a big fan of this Parley movement that Adidas is pushing out. It might be bullshit for all we know, like with how if this is really helping the environment. I just like the message it's sending that one man's garbage.
You're 2 for 2 for Parleys, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, nice. Go for that 3. Get that.
I'll
one
try.
Get the pack.
But like after these fucking Be True and all that shit,
Yeah.
I'm broke, man.
Yeah,
So Joe's gonna try for them. I'm a big fan of them, so
men's size.
budgetary.
please. Let's
Um,
pray to the sneaker gods. Please, please.
So a couple of Jordans.
Come on, Paul. Come on, Adidas.
We love you, Paul.
We love
So-
you, Paul. We love Adidas.
A couple of Jordans coming up, or will be coming up. We haven't seen one of these in a while, man. A DMP pack. So we got
Oh,
a Jordan
yeah.
13-14
Yeah.
DMP pack. How do we feel about the selection of these shoes? You know when Jordan was number 27? Why 13, 14, man? Why? Because those are the ones that never got like fucking DMP treatment?
It's the last championship. He wore both of those shoes in his last final.
Fine. I guess so.
Fine.
Well, no, man.
Kind of one of the most iconic
What's
NBA sports moments ever captured.
What's
on
like
film.
the fucking heat level for this release, though?
High?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay,
Not from me, though.
My interests are peaking.
Not from this guy. Yep.
Fucking
Apparently,
Hypey Pierre.
apparently, this is one of those like premium material kind of
Yeah.
releases.
Have
you seen them in person?
There's a lot of gold plastic on that.
Have
on
you
that
seen them in
13.
person?
No,
I've seen them in person.
That's
Have
great.
you?
There's
Yes.
a lot of shiny gold plastic on them.
And-
Fuck the plastic, man. I'm talking about the predominant materials.
Yeah.
Like the leather and all
How
that
is
shit.
it so far?
It's I dare to say that it's above OVO quality.
And OVO quality is dope.
Yeah.
Wow.
It is what it is.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. DMP is usually, reserved for like the fucking most limited and this and
Yeah.
that. And
How's the boxing like? The boxing for DMPs are always on point. In my
it's
opinion.
nice.
Yeah.
It's exactly what you expect is DMP. We haven't seen one of those in a long, long time.
Yeah.
The last kind of pack we got was like the fucking golden moments. Was there anything after that? Like not including pennies and shit.
Yeah.
Ultimate gift of flight.
That was a pack. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, man.
But that's not a DMP pack.
No,
No,
it's a celebration pack
Yeah.
of some sort. I'm not a huge fan of 13s or 14s. I like very certain colorways of the 13s,
Yeah, exactly.
and we'll get into that in a second.
feel
But
you, dude.
if you guys could get it at retail, would you guys cop a pair of the DMP 13 14s? Let's start with Pierre without us influencing him anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know because
No, I know you don't know. That's why I need an answer from you first.
I've seen it, and I will say no. I'm gonna say no.
What if Drake wore it?
Yeah, he has gold in that, and no, it's not a Drake shoe. He's just wearing it. It's not his shoe.
Okay. So which one would you? You can say split.
Yeah, if I was gonna split, I'd be the 13s. I like the 13s.
Okay.
I've always loved the 13s, but to me, the Flints are the actual 13s that I love, and I'm gonna get that in September.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
How about you, Joe? You're a Jordan kind of guy, and they're so important in the history of Michael Jordan's
Yeah,
career.
the pack has significance, but there's just too much gold plastic on that 13 and the
That's
14.
what's gonna set you back?
I just want a remastered Last Shot 14. That's all I want.
That came out not too long. Well,
It's 2011. We're
okay,
due.
Okay. Wow, man. Fucking time flies, dude.
Yeah, it does.
How about you, Jason? 13,
Nope.
14? No? Okay. How many
Doesn't
pair of
interest
Jordans
me.
do you actually own?
Tons.
Tons, right?
Yeah, but I don't
Ones.
like anything.
So you're
past.
kind of like me, like game one.
I've never owned anything past it.
worn this yet.
I haven't.
I haven't worn mine
them.
yet.
Yeah,
But that
you
doesn't
suck.
surprise you,
I've
though.
never had anything past this, except for the 11s.
So you haven't bought any recent Jordans, is what you're saying.
No, because
You
I
have
don't like how
11s?
they look. I don't
have
like any of
11s?
them. I have a pair of 11s.
Which ones?
The Space Jams and the
Oh,
11
yes.
lows.
All right.
But the 11 lows a couple years ago, I got the bread colorway. That's the first time I ever
That
owned
one's
11s.
nice. Yeah.
As much as I love Jordan's and his career in the fucking defining moments of his career, I'm gonna have to pass on these.
Yeah.
Just because, like, fuck, man, like $600-700 for
Yeah.
a pair.
I would have thought Joe would have been in.
Yeah,
just
me too.
because of
Pierre's the closest out of all
the
four of us.
significance of it and stuff.
We're always
but-
hoping-
I don't do it. Like, I don't like the DMP pack 11s
general?
and 6s.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like-
really?
No.
That was my.
People
Okay.
lose their shit
I know.
for that.
I know. It's a
That was-
themed pack. I get the significance, but it's just like the original Concord 11s didn't have gold on them.
Yeah.
It's not a Concorde, man. Stop giving it. Stop making the comparison with a DMP 11 being a Concorde. That's your issue right
But
there.
then Joe doesn't really fuck with theme shoes, right? Like
Do you have any
Well, be
non-game
true
worn
theme.
colorway Jordans?
I
in
mean,
Jordans.
for sure.
So you do fuck with it.
It depends on the colorway, though. Mostly blue.
The gold is a turnoff for me as well. A little gaudy.
Gold is
Little
elegance.
chachi.
elegance, guys.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a little too decadent for me, my
Okay,
friend.
Trump.
Decadent.
Gold everything. It's gonna be huge.
Decadence is
Pack is
out.
gonna be huge, and decadence is out.
Decadence.
A
is
wise woman once told me that decadence is out.
She didn't tell you. She yelled
was
at you.
was decadence out? Decadence last year or this year?
It was this year, man. It was Zebra.
So that's gonna be in the
February.
So that's gonna be in like the top. If we're gonna do a rollout of the year, that's
Wait,
gonna
what?
be in there.
Is this
right?
episode 49?
49.
49.
We're close.
We got a yeah.
We're close to
Episode
the half
50.
century mark.
50.
So if
50.
everything
We
goes
gotta-
according to plan, we might have a little bit of a special
Yep.
thing
Yeah.
going on
Yep.
for next week or
Yep.
next show, depending on how fucking pissy I get at work. But you know me.
True.
Look at you.
But there's no long weekend coming up.
Okay, sure.
Never mind. That was a conversation we had.
Just take a mental health day.
Anyways, the DMP 1314 pass for me, pass for
Pass.
you,
Pass.
pass.
Maybe.
Hard pass.
Okay, well,
I
I
mean,
think
it's 500 American. It's hefty.
I say
I've
if you have a
said no to a
chance,
pack before, dude.
if you have a chance, go see him in person at least and make your
Pierre
judgment off
passes
of
on
in-
packs.
Another thing that just got announced actually a little while ago, but we never had a chance to talk about it because I'm so forgetful, is that it's allegedly been officially announced, if that's even a thing, that the Bread 13s are making a comeback this year. When did they last re-release, Joe?
Was that 2013?
I would say
that,
it's
yeah.
2013. And the biggest mystery behind this release is there going to be a reflective upper? What do you think?
Yes.
You think there will be?
Yeah.
So
And I bet it's going to light up the night.
all right, man. You
Sounds
gonna
like
do
a
your night jogging?
Damn.
It's yogging. It's a soft J.
Yogging.
So
Will the Flints have reflective
Yes.
up? Yes.
Flint's like fucking known to be the reflective upper.
Okay,
Like, that's
good.
one of the main selling
All
points.
they
Yeah, but I
need-
mean, they took it out in the last release.
That was
what
my
they
biggest
said.
issue. I got rid
Brutal.
of those Bread 13s after maybe 6 months of owning them. And like everyone asked me, "Oh, you don't like them? You don't?" I love them, except they're not fucking Bread 13s to me. And now, if this pair were to release later this year with the reflective upper, or some people call them 3M uppers, whatever you want to call them, I am very interested in securing multiple pairs of this thing. When it comes to Jordan 13s and this colorway, how does it rank in your Jordan collection?
13s are up there. The bread, I mean, I passed on the cherries at the beginning of the year.
You can still get those.
I know
though.
the prices are coming down.
And you can
too,
get the
so-
pack.
What pack?
The
The 13,
2013 pack.
You get the DMPs if you want.
We just make our own packs.
It's good. It's good. The 13, I think the 13 has the most game-worn colorways that Jordan wore. So
He was busy that year. I guess.
Yeah.
so there's a lot of them. There's a lot. So I mean,
Plus,
playoffs would be our playoffs are priority for.
Plus in the movies too. You got game, right?
Yeah, those I have.
You have those. Those
Yeah,
are dope.
playoffs.
I
are
fucking
on there.
sold those like an idiot for like $10 over retail.
Good for you, that guy.
Yeah, I know.
You did him a favor. It's okay.
And then he's like, "Oh, bro, man, can you give it to me for like $10?" I'm like, "No." And I was already pissed, man.
Yeah.
Like, he wanted to fucking lowball me some more, and then
Oh,
I
man.
sold them, and everybody was like, "I'll give you like $400 for those." I'm like, "What? They're worth money?" Like, there's like before I started selling shoes, I just bought things I liked. Like, it's so hard not to be influenced by like whether you want something or not because of the value nowadays, because
Yeah.
they're everywhere. But back then, like when I was just fucking naive and innocent, I would just bought everything and be like, I'll deal with it later if I can afford them. I'll try and sell it. But whatever,
Gee.
whatever the point. And like I said, 2013 or whenever you guess, the Bread 13s came out. I did get a pair fairly easily. I walked into I lined up maybe 10 minutes before opening. I was in line, got a pair, got out. Took a look at them, didn't really like them because non-reflective upper, and I ended up selling them. But if they were to release this year, like I said before, with the reflective upper, I will be very tempted to cop multiples. How about you, Pierre?
I will. I've never had the Bread 13, so I would.
Do you
get
have any
those.
13s?
No.
Flints might be coming out this year as well.
No, Flint's for sure. They're coming out September. So
Okay,
That's
so
for
you
sure I'm
would
getting.
you can get like 2 pairs of 13s this year.
that's the one thing.
That's like
is,
26.
It's really weird to have 2 colorways of the same one, in my opinion.
That's weird. How
Well,
many pairs of Jordan 1s do you have?
No,
silly?
but the 13s.
Top
Like,
3 Jordan 1s now.
Shut up. I'm not gonna answer that because I'm thinking. But if I was gonna do a 13, it would probably be the PE Ray Allen one because I like green.
Just give it up.
Yeah, I know.
You
Your
and them
bumhole's
Eagles.
gonna be raw after
I know.
you buy that one.
I know. But those are super nice in my opinion.
So that's up there for you, the Ray Allens?
Yeah,
I had
yeah.
a pair and like I sold it. And
Wait a
like,
minute. You had a pair of those?
Let me finish, okay? I bought a pair and I had it and I sold it. And here's the fucking.
Fugazi.
I have a feeling they might have been fake. I have a feeling. I bought them for a fairly quote unquote decent price and I sold it for a little bit over. And then the guy took them, and I never heard a word from him
Yeah.
again. Like, he never complained that they could have been fake or whatever.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling the price I bought it for was so reasonable. I had a feeling, based on the price alone, that they could have been fugazi.
How did you get them?
Like how
just-
people get shit, man.
Alibaba.com.
Yeah, man. It was on Instagram. They just like, oh, promoted post.
Yeah.
Just buy now.
I read
30% off retail.
Get an
I read
NBA
an
jersey
article
for
where, like,
$19.99.
like moms were trying to sleep with Ray Allen so that they can get that shoe for
Well,
their
the
kids.
rings too. No, and also the ring night celebration with
Yeah.
the gold Jordan 11s.
Oh, really?
And allegedly, only 2 pairs were made for him. Like, and people were
Sleeping with him for
everyone, like plugs, all of his
Damn.
close friends, cousins. He had to shoo them away because apparently there were only two pair made.
it. You got
Wow.
game,
Yeah.
man.
Just women throwing it at him.
How do you
Throwing
get
it
those?
at
Like, so you know,
Take some.
the Are we gonna talk? Do you have on your list the that little ultra rare production pack that they what is it? Do the right thing?
That just technically released last week, right?
Yeah, yeah.
With the scuff mark already
I know.
on it. That was cool.
And it's cool that they have the Jason Mark in there. It's kind of good.
Is the scuff mark like permanently
No.
on there?
I have no idea.
Or is it novelty for you to
You
fucking
can
wipe off when
remove
you
it.
get home?
Yeah.
You can
That's
remove
not
it.
as cool.
And it comes
Was
with
that $100
another
bucks?
pair of shoes, right? Like another pair.
The new Jordan.
The new Jordan trainer thingy.
Flight 89. You know, they don't.
Oh,
have
yeah,
it.
yeah,
It
the
looks-
Flight
It's like a
89, yeah.
Roshi meets
So-
a Jordan 4.
It's
How do you
cool.
get those? Like you got to be in the industry, or
It was a VIP release only or invite only release in the States last week, was it? Or a week before?
do you buy it or you get it for free?
I'm not sure.
I think you have a
I thought
chance.
it had something to do with Spike Lee's 40 Acres and a Mule production company.
Yes,
at their
it definitely
facility.
is.
Wow.
Spike
Like
Lee.
Yeah.
10, 20. I
Related.
don't think it was more than 50 pairs. I think I read 20 pair.
There's a
or
lot
20
of like
packs.
rare stuff that's been going out, like that Jeter
Oh, yeah,
celebration
the
with the
Jordan 11
Yeah.
suede, blue suede.
That one's really nice too.
But there was only what, like 10 or 11
yeah.
that people
Yeah.
got. Something
The way he
like
it was
that?
the way
raffle.
that was quote unquote
Or
released,
two
that was
or
pretty cool though.
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's
Like
a little different.
Pop-up stores are dope in my
So
opinion.
what are we talking about? Bread 13.
Yeah,
Red 13.
Yeah, man.
Is there one up there?
Could be.
Is that one there?
He got
Those are
game,
13s.
playoff.
Don't have it.
Pass me that he got game,
Flint.
please. Oh,
What?
maybe the Flint first.
Take it easy, man. You're gonna get yours.
I know I am.
But
My dream come true. This is
Jason,
it.
are you
Yo.
are you a fan of those Bread 13s?
I've never owned a pair.
So this year's
But
the
I'm,
year, man.
I don't know.
Don't touch
What
me.
do you mean you don't
see?
know?
I don't know. I'm kind of whatever. Mixed reviews.
Mixed
Really?
reviews.
Yeah.
13s
Look
are.
at these
kinda
pods, man.
important,
Look at
man.
that.
Yeah, that's very 90s.
Here you go.
Thank you. Yeah, these are nice.
Yeah, I don't know. I just
Jesus.
I've never been a fan of the shoes past. Like I said,
I
would
a
have to try
feeling-
them out.
No, I have a feeling
and-
if you were to pass on it, you're gonna regret it maybe 30 days after.
I don't know. I have
28
After
days.
Yeah,
later.
don't regret.
28 days later.
No regrets.
Don't be
Or
that
girths.
guy,
I
man.
don't know.
Yeah, don't.
Now you guys are just trying to make me get it.
No, it's
shoes.
not that.
Team
They're
cop.
really nice. These are iconic, dude.
All right, Jason,
I
don't
don't
buy
ag-
them.
I
Just buy
don't-
my size and sell them to
I
me.
don't
There you go.
disagree, and they're going to be triple the price, Eugene. So I
For
have to-
me?
I have to wait.
You know what's awesome of these? The one that I loved about these because the hologram. Remember in the Marvel cards when they used to get a hologram of like
The
a
what cards?
Yes.
Marvel
Yeah.
cards?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, Marvel cards.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought you said marble.
I heard.
My bad.
Do you know what that
Cars.
symbolizes?
What?
The
Sorry?
hologram? Do you know what
No,
it is?
it says a 23 in
It's
the
a
jump
cat
sign,
eye, right?
but- Cat eye for what?
He was the black cat,
Yeah, silly.
His nickname was a black cat.
and only his
That's what
closest
Tinker
fri-
named him, right?
Well, that was what
His
his
friends.
closest friends
Oh, okay.
called him, and Tinker
Is that a racial
brought
thing?
the black
What's going
cat
on?
version to him and
Could've
said,
been.
"Oh, I'm nicknaming it the black cat." And he's like, "How did you know that? That's what my friends call me." He had
Yeah.
no idea, and he's like, "I didn't know that."
I didn't know that.
And then so yeah, he put that.
MJ's just like, look at me. Anyways, Bread 13. That's
Speaking
a,
about MJ.
that's a huge thumbs up for me. I'm gonna try and get those. Josephine.
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh my god.
Really?
Yeah, I'll get him. All
right, cool. Me and P.
When is that coming out?
Sometime this year. Maybe Black Friday.
Okay, good. Good. Got time
maybe
to save
earlier.
up. Got
Who
time to
knows?
save
Save
up.
your money.
11s are coming out. Those Navy.
Yeah, I was gonna talk
11s
about
are
this. I don't
coming
know
out
how
Black
much-
Friday, allegedly.
Red-
I don't know how
Reds.
much interest you guys want to talk about another Navy or not another, but the Navy 11 highs. How do you guys feel about that?
When it gets closer. More
Yeah, it's too
confirmation.
early to talk about it.
They look
But-
nice if that's the real pair.
But the most unsettling release coming up for me personally when it comes to Jordans, I kind of want to touch on this. I don't know if you had a chance to take a look at this makeup, but the quote unquote cement fives are supposed to release. How do you guys feel about this
Cement
retro theme shoe on a new retro silhouette that has never been applied to before? So this cement themed Jordan 5, you guys got a quick look at it. How do you guys feel about the makeup of the shoe?
Boring.
It fits.
It fits. Yeah, sure. Black.
Man,
red,
I have a feeling.
White, and
I have a
cement.
feeling.
Cement on it. Sure.
I have a feeling if MJ actually wore these, like when the 5s came out that year,
Yeah.
we'd be like, "Oh my god,
Yeah,
finally!"
yeah.
But just because they're not an OG game worn colorway, we're like, "It's okay. It's kind of boring."
It's one of the better executions of
The 5s.
non-game worn colorways we've seen.
But then,
in my
how do you
opinion.
feel about the taking something? Because we talked about taking the elephant print and putting it onto a different shoe.
Yeah,
You're essentially doing the same thing. You're putting it on a
a
different.
cement print because you know they're gonna
Silhouette.
keep going
A
with
little more
this
subtle.
theme, right? If this cement 5 kind of gets any kind of legs, they'll be like cement 6, cement 7.
So is it worse putting it on a completely different? So like on the Atmos, is it putting on a completely different model and silhouette?
For some reason,
less-
Atmos looks good to me.
Yeah. so
yeah.
I think it's mainly the execution of it.
Yeah.
Jordan 5 isn't really one of those shoes where you can make too many changes with it until it gets to a point where like it's just too busy. Because there's so many components to a Jordan 5 to me anyways.
it's more material, I think,
Exactly.
is what you're going to get.
It's not so much the pattern, but the material, like you said. So when you change up the material or like fucking palette swap certain things, it makes a huge difference. Like even something as simple as like the white cement and the black cement, even though they're the same quote unquote pattern, just the color swap itself makes it that much better when it comes to. Oh god.
I think those are dope.
Well, that's exactly what we're talking about. It's like
That's-
sticking something on another shoe. And
Yeah,
it's
man.
like, I think that's like way.
That
over.
was
think-
that
you
was
think
one
you
of
should
my
be-
biggest regrets buying, man.
Really,
Yeah,
eh?
man. I bought that on like Boxing Week or whatever. They had it. Oh, they
Yeah.
had my size, and like no wonder they had my size. They didn't sell.
How do you feel about Spizikes?
I'm not a fan.
Ooh, I might get that cement. The
Right?
new ones.
Yeah. I don't like
Not
Spizikes
a
too
fan.
because they're a mashup, but
That's a
the
fusion
cement
shoe,
is
man.
nice.
And you told me that you don't like fusions, man. And Spizike is the epitome.
No,
epitome.
the Air
Theme
Jordan
shoes.
Air Force Fusion, the Air Jordan Fusion line was a travesty. So bad in some colorways that it's
Leave my
actually good.
retros alone.
Yeah.
But this Cement 5, there's literally not much to say about it. Except,
Would you though? Would you get it?
no.
No, eh?
Not for retail, not for discount.
What about a deal of the week?
If the deal of the week was really that good, I'll be like,
Yeah.
it'd be one of those shoes that sits on my shelf and I forget I bought them like a year from now.
Yeah, if you know you're not going to wear it, don't buy it.
I don't like that motto.
just like this colorway.
That
was
is probably
nice.
one of the nicest Jordan 4s of that year. For some reason,
And
this
that-
thing just
And
That's not
rated
saying
one
much
of the
considering
biggest
how many
busts
they
of the
release, and they're
last-
like, that's
The
the nicest
gum-
one of the entire
The gum
year.
sole, I like the gum sole.
that and the fact that it's got like a dual tone kind. We're talking about the Dunk from Above 4, by the way, for the audio listeners. It's got like a dual tone, fucking leather, like inside and out, so you get to see like the
I like this.
yellow.
Where they've cut the
Seams?
leather and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah.
It's kind of like what the
I don't
Jordan
know.
11
I like 'em.
Space Jams kind of did.
Worst colorway of the year.
Jordan 5's Copper Drop, Joe.
Drop.
P?
I like it. I would cop it.
Okay.
Yeah, I like it.
Jason?
Drop it like it's hot.
Drop for me. So
Yeah.
that's about it. That's pretty much all. Like we got into a lot of these new releases or upcoming releases out of the way, and it looks
Chutney
like
Lows?
Oh, can I bring up future releases?
Yeah,
or
sure.
something? Are any of you guys interested in any of the 10 off-white silhouettes that are going to be potentially coming through?
Nike off whites.
Yes.
It's,
Jordan 1?
Does any of the
You
ones
would
that you've
get that
seen
Jordan
so
one.
far interest you in any way?
I kind of like the lettering on all of them, but I do like the Jordan 1 just because I've seen it on foot and you can swag it with a lot of outfits.
You could slay
I-
that mofo.
as much as I will admit that it's cool looking.
Yeah, it's cool. It's blasphemous, but it's cool.
like we've talked about a couple of episodes ago, it's too close to the Chicago ones. If you're gonna go that far into like using that color palette, just give me a fucking Chicago one.
It seems like a deconstructed kind
Fuck
of
that
like.
noise,
Yeah, I
man.
know, I know.
Do we know
I
the
know.
price tag yet?
It's like 300 or
Yeah,
something.
American?
Like that. Yeah, it's hot.
It was
Nah,
it was
out.
no
Yeah.
people were throwing around $500 for a little bit, and then
Yeah.
someone said no, it's gonna be $3, and it was like, whew, I'm like, what?
What else silhouettes? What's
There's
else?
10, I think. So there's
10?
like a Vapor Max, which looks pretty cool. My favorite is the 90. So if you get a chance to look it up,
I
check it
do
out.
love
The
some
90
Air
is
Max
really dope.
collabos.
They're Air
Yeah.
Max ones, yeah.
So there's going to be a lot of, I think there's going to be a Air Max 1, the Air Max 90, Vapor Max,
Shit, there's
Jordan
lots of
1,
options
Jordan
then.
3.
Is there AF1s in there?
I don't
Is there
know.
Cortez in there?
There's threes?
Yeah, there's a Jordan 3.
Fuck, I haven't even got my triples
no.
yet.
So
No,
that's only
no,
like 6
no,
that I
no.
know of. But, a sock dart that was leaked today
Yeah.
or yesterday. That
Really?
potentially.
See, these Air Maxes, like, go nuts, man. Have fun with
Yeah.
those. That's what I think. But, like,
90's
Jordans
dope.
are, like,
I
so
like that.
touchy to me. I'm just that kind of idiot that's just like, leave my Jordans alone kind of guy. I'm not... And like I've said before, man, I don't think, personally, that Off-White has earned this collaboration yet. Not with Jordans anyways.
Well, after that show that I went to, Off-White is one of those hype kind of like brands that people love to
Yeah,
rock.
so be it.
Yeah,
It's
I know.
hype.
I'm just saying, like, it's there. It's there. I understand the whole aspect about it because there's a demographics for it.
Yeah.
They're mixing in like old Jordan silhouettes with a hype, clothing
Oddly
company.
enough, I think people that wear Off-White are fucking boost heads.
Interesting.
Well, now it changes. Now they're Jordan heads. Now they're Nike heads.
Yeah, sure.
Wow, you're so selfish.
I'm not being selfish. I'm not saying don't make it. I'm just saying, like, it's not for me.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
Like,
That's
well,
fair.
Like those Supreme whatever Nike kind of collabs, all of them. It's never like don't make them. I'm just like I just won't get them.
The 5 ones, the white ones were really nice. In my
Oh,
opinion.
the fucking metallic
Just with the
fives
Supreme
with
on
Supreme
them.
on
Yeah,
it.
those are cool. I like that one. Not the camo. That's just too much. Like I wouldn't rock those.
Yeah, you would. Don't lie.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't know what to wear with them. I'd be like,
You can wear
no
anything.
limit.
You'd be invisible.
No Limit Soldier. What is this? The 90s?
What's wrong with the '90s, bitch?
No, I'm just saying like.
You dissing my generation?
No, I'm part of that generation,
Oh,
dude.
sorry.
It's just it's hard to rock nowadays.
No Limit Studios.
So pass for me as well. Let's just move on. Very relevant right now, anyways, is what's going on tomorrow in the wide world of sports.
Oh, the game 1 of the NBA championships.
Yes, sir. And who is going to be playing in the NBA Finals?
Russell Westbrook. Yeah. No,
Top,
himself?
top 3 finals
I wish
players
it was.
this year.
No way.
Chef Boyardee.
I can just name all the Golden State guys. 'Cause-
Who we got?
but it's Golden State versus
San Antonio Cavs.
rematch.
yeah.
So we got Cleveland.
This is the best of
versus-
3, right? Like this is the make it
The
or break.
rubber match?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you mean.
Yeah,
I thought you meant
sorry.
like, did they change the format?
No.
So we
best
got
of
the rematch of the previous couple of years. We got LeBron and Mr. Curry.
Yes.
And
And
I
KD.
like.
You got to throw KD in there, right?
Sure, why not?
It's still Curry's team, in my opinion. But you're right. KD, yeah, you got to throw KD in there. Yeah.
But now that LeBron's been in the league for fucking a while now, and it seems like a lot of certain records are being rewritten in the books. For instance, the most playoff points scored. Who did he recently pass?
Oh, he's number 1 now.
Who did he pass to get the number
MJ.
1? So a lot of people are making comparisons, and for some reason, this year more than ever, I hear a lot of who's better one-on-one, MJ or LeBron? Who'd win in
LeVar.
He's just gonna back him down.
Discussion over.
drops the bomb. But I hear that a lot this year, and rightfully so because of the records and fucking LeBron. And I hear a lot of LeBron sympathists being like, "Oh, what does he have to do? He already fucking achieved this. He already got these many rings and da 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 da." And I've heard a lot of that. And then there's a fucking old schoolers out there who be like, "Yeah, but it was a different time back then. Fucking LeBron would never last a fucking series back in the good old days." I hear a lot of that defense too, and I think they're both valid. But when it comes to sneakers and actual basketball achievements, how does the LeBron and MJ comparison stack up? You guys take it away.
You open. There's lots.
Just
to
from
talk
the
about.
sneaker
Yeah, go ahead.
standpoint?
Both.
We want to
No.
cover one first.
Yeah, let's do the sneakers part just because, it's the way it is. How do you feel about the LeBron signature series of sneakers compared to MJ? Because, he's at 14 now, and MJ technically stopped
he
at
hasn't
14.
had a good one since 10. like anything worth collecting. I don't think there's.
That's hard to say.
I've seen
because...
enough. Well, I've seen a bunch of shows and different things where the people are like selling their shoes, and just me in general following the LeBron line and stuff like that. People aren't interested. I'm not interested in it as I was when it was like 8, 9, and 10. As soon as it hit the 11 and the 12, it was like, yeah, that's cool, and then it's getting too much technical, and it's just not where you would hope it would be. Again, you could say the same thing about the Jordan line now, like with the 29, 30, 31 is a very technical basketball shoe, but it also has it's got some aesthetic to it.
But wouldn't you say that Nike Air Jordans back in the day were very high performance, and to be walking
at
around
that time?
Yes,
of course, yeah.
And
you could say the same thing about these shoes. They're very technical.
Exactly. So theoretically, we can't put our exact fucking finger on it until like 20 years from now, when we check in again to see if LeBrons have that retro ability.
Point in case, if they retroed the LeBron 1 or whatever,
which they recently did,
didn't have the same success, but
no.
Is it a silhouette that people are like want to fuck with? Right?
It
should be.
It garnered
right?
some interest.
Not the interest.
But hey, no.
Yeah.
But to be fair, when Jordan's first re-retroed, or not re-retro, retroed, the retro exclusive, they were not doing very well sales-wise as well.
So I think it's going to find the same trend. I think it isn't until you hit maybe the latter models where people really started to pay attention to what was being released, and so whether that's from like 7 to 10, where they became very collectible and very.
They had some killer fucking colorways and collabs.
Because you could, and there was a bunch of like unreleased sample stuff that would be fucking fire if they released it. There's like an 8, that came out in like a Knicks colorway that was like suede.
But we also got to remember. Just double check the batteries were low. But we also got to remember all these LeBron loyalists nowadays. They're gonna grow up too. Yeah, and they're gonna remember LeBron being dominant in the league as much as we remember MJ. And in the 10 or 15 or 20 year cycle from now, that's when we can finally determine whether or not LeBron has that selling power when it comes to sneakers and all his shit.
So do you think that he'll only get this notoriety in both shoe game and like athleticism?
It might come with time
after he retires, or do you think we'll see that when he's
Jordan
still
was
playing?
selling like fucking ape shit even while he was in the league
from day one.
Yeah,
true.
But I think your comment that you made maybe a couple sessions ago, where it was about how Jordan changed the game,
right?
I think that's really iconic. It was not only was he a great player and he had all these achievements, but he changed how the game was being played, and others had to adapt to that. And I don't think LeBron is changing the game.
LeBron is more.
He plays the game very, very well.
He's dominating the set of
rules and within that sandbox.
He's the best at what's available to him.
Yes,
or how the game is played currently.
I would have to disagree, guys, because they have changed defenses because of LeBron.
I say Kobe had a bigger impact than LeBron when it comes to changing the face of how the game is played.
LeBron is a small
He's
forward.
Everything. You can call him a small forward.
Small forward, but he plays the point. He plays the 2.
He's a power guard.
So you change everything, and in his own way and in this own time, I think he has changed the game.
In a way, of course, he's going to have to change the game with how teams adapt to defending him, because in a very relaxed way of saying, you can't defend that guy.
Exactly, right?
It's his athletability, whatever you want. Athleticism and his size and his speed all put together. And like, we've never had that kind of a makeup of a player before.
Yeah.
And if that's why I don't think it's fair to say like, who's a better player, 1-on-1, fucking MJ or LeBron? Like, they're not built the same, man.
I'm gonna throw this one. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say too that it was when Jordan started. It was like one of the first big contracts, and the idea of having someone sponsored and having a complete shoe line and stuff, and now it's much more common. It's standard. Right? It's standard.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to break away from that. And
he's a trailblazer.
Yeah, well, exactly. He's a trailblazer.
No, he was a Chicago Bull.
Yeah.
He was very nearly
well done.
Rip City.
Well done.
Yeah. changing the game, changing
Yeah.
that he trailblazed, ha ha ha, and really changed everything that
Yes.
how it was played,
Yeah.
endorsements, shoe deals, like everything.
Yeah.
So it's just different than it was or is now.
You tell me if this comparison is fair, okay? Someone asked me that very same question: who's a better player, MJ or LeBron? And my first response was, because I want to chicken shit out of this fucking response, I'm like, they're not the same kind of player, man. You can't really compare the two. I'd be like, who's a faster runner, Usain Bolt or like the fucking gold medalist fucking marathon runner? You know what I mean? I know they're not technically the exact same kind of comparison, but like, this is the fastest of this race, and this guy's the fastest of that race. They're both fucking the best in the world.
Yeah.
But
it's long
They're playing the
distance
same
running
sport.
instead of like short.
Playing the same sport.
I understand. But the game has evolved or changed so much since then.
You could argue that the changes don't favor LeBron being touted as the greatest ever. When Jordan came up, his first 2 playoff appearances against Detroit in the late 80s, the Jordan rules were created.
Explain.
They were going to foul the shit out of Michael at all costs and make the refs make a decision on what was worth calling.
Right.
And they obviously weren't going to foul out the entire roster. So, I mean, you can go back and watch some of the Jordan rules highlights on YouTube and see how he'd take it in the lane and would get absolutely mauled and there'd be no call.
Charles Oakley and all
Right.
those
And
guys.
you watch highlights of LeBron taking the lane. He either makes the shot or it's a foul. Like it's
He's like,
and oftentimes
Or he slides 3/4 down the court.
into the stands.
That is a well-known fact that the rules nowadays for the NBA is a little bit more Care Bear-ish compared to the ones before.
Stare.
But the one thing I'm going to throw out is, athleticism.
Right.
LeBron, I think, is a better athlete than Michael Jordan.
Yeah, man.
Let's talk about 2 sports. I know Jordan did baseball, and he did okay in that. But LeBron also had a scholarship for football, and he was going to be a wide receiver. And I've seen highlights of him as a wide receiver, just like as like a flag football game.
Yeah.
And he's sick, like
Damn it.
super sick.
He's good at everything.
Yeah, he's good at everything.
Shit.
the science. This is where I kind of disagree, but I think yes, he's a better athlete, but the science of sport has evolved so much.
Of course.
Like nutrition,
understand everything
how to
better.
train,
Right.
How to recover, how to the quality of the equipment that you're wearing. I mean,
Yes.
Christ, people were still fucking smoking in locker
Yeah.
rooms,
That's
right?
fucking
Like
dope.
when
That's
Jordan
baller.
Yeah.
Jordan had
so
nights
it's
in
just-
Vegas
yeah.
after games.
So way different, right?
Yeah.
Like they're it's like even in hockey, it's just the science of like when to sleep and when to eat and when to
Right.
leave, like everything. Like
Safe-
or when they did the they were trying to do the 2-hour marathon,
Right.
and they had the whole tracking, and the reason why it wasn't a world record is because they had the tracking on the road.
It was a
and they had
lab
the nutrition.
event. It was a controlled
Yeah,
laboratory
controlled.
experiment by
Right,
Nike.
so you have this amazing shoe that performs far beyond probably what I would like to see. How we don't have to, because LeBron fucking changes his shoes when he doesn't perform correctly, right? So point in case, like, does he perform up to the levels that we think he is based on the shoe that he wears?
So do you think
Right? You put him
Michael
in
Jordan's
something.
performance has been handicapped by technology and understanding of like fucking athletic science and all that stuff?
Do you think he would be a far more like superior athlete if he had the tech and the nutrition and
No,
like
because it's-
all the same things?
Honestly, if you're asking me, like top half or 1/4% of top athletes, their ability at their discipline is so highly fucking built that equipment and all that stuff probably doesn't make as much of a
It does, but just a bit.
so
I agree with
minuscule
you.
that
Yeah,
it's
that's what
almost
I would say.
throwawayable.
Yeah.
Are you,
so?
are you telling me like those fucking Razor whatever suits that fucking Michael Phelps wore is the
sharkskin
reason is the Razor laser or whatever it's called?
Razor
That's the reason why he won all those gold medals? I'm like, no, because he's a fucking beast in the pool.
Well,
That
no,
probably
but look
helps
at-
you
look at-
like a minute. Sorry.
Look at the records that were smashed when they allowed the shark fin
true, yeah.
suit in swimming.
It was also the pool, dude.
That shark fin, every
Smoother
fucking
water.
every record nearly fell.
Was it the
That's-
pool or
that's
was
swimming.
I heard it was the
There's
the
multiple
equipment.
factors. It's almost like
Well, then why are they not banning pools in that same setup? It was unanimous that they had to get rid of that shark suit.
it's true, but
There have been no training methods that have brought.
I'm not
about
talking about whether or not they'll perform better. It's of course they're going to perform better. I'm saying is the difference between Michael Phelps wearing that suit is the reason why he's winning.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm saying like, but then you'd have to reverse handicap it. Like Mike playing in the 1s and the 2s, which arguably gave him a toe issue. We don't know if it was the shoe for sure, but those low-tech shoes nowadays, for him to have performed at such a high level, now the tech that they have in their footwear, it's not a question of whether or not that's the best possible shoe that they can have on their foot.
What if Michael Jordan played LeBron barefoot?
Oh, Jesus.
That would be a control.
There's only one way to settle this argument
fucking
is to
apple
set up
basket up
is
there
to
and-
set up a 2K simulation game.
Yeah. Okay, so 1-on-1, prime people. Who would you bet on?
Mike.
LeBron.
I'm the fucking tiebreaker here.
But what are they playing? 1-on-1?
1-on-1.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
1-on-1
Mike
fucking
for sure.
Mike?
Oh, for sure.
If it's a
Realistically, Eugene? No, I'm like
He's got
taller, he's stronger.
Mike jumps higher,
can
more
block him.
competitive.
Mike may jump
the
higher.
heart. You know what? The heart factor does. For me, Michael Jordan has the heart. He has the killer instinct.
course.
Yeah. To me, LeBron will cry when he loses a championship, saying that he doesn't have the team and he'll get a coach fired. Mike doesn't do that. But 1-on-1,
That don't mean shit on the 1-on-1
I know,
court.
I know. So what do you think, Eugene? What do you think? 1-on-1.
It's so hard to say. I think. Oh man.
You already said that he's like. We already know that he's a gifted athlete. Evolution of athleticism in basketball is one of a kind. He's like.
I think LeBron should just stay in his lane.
Wow. You bought 2 pairs of those ZO2s, didn't you?
Well, LeBron's been pretty good about saying he doesn't like the comparisons, but Mike is a motivation. He's saying he's chasing the ghost or something like to that effect, that there's a ghost out there that will always be around him, and it's Mike.
He's always going to be compared to.
But
He's
I've
just
said
playing
this
the
I just
humble
don't think-
card.
right, but
What
I
I
mean,
meant by staying in your lane wasn't that I don't think we can directly compare them, right? Like they're all.
That's what I've been saying this
Yeah,
whole
that's what
time.
you're saying. I don't think there's a direct comparison.
But what if they
Just-
played 1-on-1 in
but
the
if you
prime,
did,
right?
but if you
Doesn't
did,
matter.
but if you did, I think records wise, I think athleticism wise, I think as much like the only thing he's not going to be touchable when it comes to the shoe game. I think Mike's got that.
Okay, how about this
handled.
then? Another theoretical thing I love so much.
Okay.
Who would fare better? Mike playing in the modern NBA or LeBron playing in the 90s
Mike.
NBA?
Yeah.
Mike in the
Mike.
modern era
Mike,
would be more.
yes.
he'd
And
be-
you have the driving factor of like the points and all the achievements already,
Dude,
right? So that you have something to kind of always compare. Oh, I got to get, to 10,000 points or whatever it is. Like that's a driving factor for someone.
to be fair,
achieve
Mike
more.
never fucking
But
worked
he didn't
as
care
hard as
about-
LeBron did to build his own super team.
Oh, of course not.
Mike
No, that's true,
had
yeah.
to build. the
Mike did have
champion.
There was Phil Jackson and Reinsdorf were the architects of that.
But we're
They did
talking
have a
about-
super team.
We're talking about the super team of modern era, where like you got
The
3 to
pylon.
4.
Well, no,
Hey,
where you
Kevin
bring
Love,
everybody
come over
in.
here. Hey,
Yeah.
Kyrie, we're coming.
Yeah, man, they're
Yeah.
like fucking rapper entourage, man. It's just you come here and then you're fucking part of the homies.
And then you're good.
But it's like
League
the modern
championships.
era is like you got these fucking superstar players that's good at every fucking discipline of the sport, like defense, offense, fucking rebounding. But back then you got a specialist for each of these categories. You got the Rodman that's awesome at defense.
And that was a shot in the dark for Chicago to pick him up. Like there were so many
They've
question
traded
marks.
Looking
was it
sharp.
Purdue? Will Purdue
Yeah.
to San Antonio.
Nice.
And like
Well
fucking
done.
Rodman was like a little fucking, he had some issues with
Yeah.
discipline back in the day, but
But you can't stop. You can't knock his effort. Like
dude,
he's
he
there
was the
all
best at what he
freaking
does
time. Yeah.
on the court.
Yeah.
He will fucking draw fouls. 'Cause-
So
Oh man, some of his battles with Karl Malone those last 2
Oh.
years, those last 2 championships.
yeah, those
Like,
were the best.
you
man.
got Dennis Rodman, who like physically looks like a skinny dude.
Yeah.
defending Shaq.
So, question for you guys is: what's the official sexual orientation of Rodman? If you guys don't mind me, like, is he bisexual?
I'm
or
pretty
is-
sure he's a dude.
No, but
He's got a lot of
I
kids.
think he's straight.
he has lots of kids. He's straight,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's a dude.
but
dude.
he cross dresses though, right? Or is it
Used
just
to.
for?
He
I
likes.
think that was a
I think
stunt
he likes
for his
both.
bulk.
I don't know. Like
Yeah.
why?
I think
why
that's a
the-
PR
Why the
thing.
fuck are we talking about that?
I'm
Why
just
do you want
curious.
to know?
It's,
He's
it's,
just
be
Pierre's
true.
aside.
It's be true.
Hey man, be true, man.
it's be
Coming up in
true.
June.
I'm just wondering if I should ask him if he wants a pair of Flyknits.
He's doing okay.
thing-
I saw him on Celebrity Apprentice not
Yeah.
too long ago. He's okay.
The
He's
thing
doing all right.
we still
He's hanging
overlook-
with Kim Jong Un or whatever.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
All right.
He
They're,
is.
buddy.
they're
This is
fucking
an all-star
BFFs,
game.
man.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
no
odd,
short
eh?
game in
You
North
were never-
Korea.
Yeah, man. He is the U.S. representative when it comes to that issue.
Foreign Affairs,
Yes.
Dennis Rodman.
I gotta take. I feel like you guys are fucking with me, but sure.
No, it's true, dude.
And
Yeah,
Dennis Rodman and Donald Trump have history because of the Celebrity Apprentice, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So we're
Yeah.
getting one step closer to finding the truth.
Eugene, you haven't answered yet. 101. 101.
I want.
101 right now.
Okay, fine.
Prime.
You're gonna hate me, but I think
Jordan's wearing his 11s.
I wish I was. I would be absolutely happy if I'm wrong, but I think LeBron would win.
Yeah.
I think LeBron would just fucking destroy him
Yeah.
physically.
Yeah.
Oh, I
That
disagree.
heart factor,
I
though,
disagree.
that heart
If you can,
factor.
in the same breath, talk about how Dennis Rodman manhandled Karl Malone and Shaq and Sean.
You know what?
Kemp the
That's a
year
very
before,
good point. Very
Yeah.
good
There's
point.
no way that Mike would have died to win that game.
Mike
LeBron
might
would not
fucking
have.
juke the fuck out of him and like do.
Too fast.
Mike can-
too quick.
I love Mike's game just because.
Yeah, that heart.
When you're watching, even when you're watching on TV, you're like, "Oh shit, I didn't know he can do that."
Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't know he had that in his fucking,
Yeah.
back pocket. But LeBron's just like, dribble, dribble, dunk over you, kind of deal. He does have. He talks
All
like that,
power.
too.
All power.
That's what I've.
Finesse versus power.
Okay,
But the one thing too, if LeBron was at his game right now, playing in that era, I think he would dominate too.
I think so.
No,
Yeah.
'cause
I think-
he'd have shitty shoes.
Maybe.
Put
But
LeBron in
everyone's having like wearing shitty shoes back then too.
Yeah, so then
Like-
Michael Jordan's amazing then. That's one of our points. He's
Even
wearing-
with shitty shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's not go
That's
too far.
for
into
another
calling
day
Jordan.
on
Yeah.
that comparison for LeBron back then. I mean, I don't think the shoe comparisons anywhere.
Me too.
It's not even worth a discussion.
I think in 20 years we can come back to this and discuss whether or not
Yeah.
LeBron had the
And
fucking retro appeal.
It
Then
won't be because his shoes are falling. His current models right now are falling off
it's not a good look when he's changing out of them during a fucking
during
important
a game.
Yeah, so
And I mean, it still pisses me off that people are still ignoring Kobe. LeBron is chasing a 4th ring in 7 championships. Kobe has 5 rings, and LeBron is just edging him out in like game by game stats and playoff stats.
it is
He
kind
has
of
no-
odd that people just forgot about the importance that Kobe played to the league
But
and the whole sport in general.
do you think that maybe it's because they know that Kobe is gonna get passed soon? That it's
right.
not
It's
even
got to be
worth it?
rings. I mean, you look at a golf analogy. Tiger Woods smashed so many women
Chicks?
and records, yeah,
and bumpers.
And almost his car the other day.
and records that you can't deny
And the liquor.
the 10, 12 years he had were the most dominant in golf. But everyone looks at major championships as the gold standard, and he hasn't
Yeah.
passed Jack.
So
to
if
that.
if LeBron passes that, then he's now the golden child.
It has to be that way. Like
you bow
his
down to LeBron
because his
then?
stats still don't support. He's just like I scanned over some of his stuff and compared him to Kobe, and he's just edging out Kobe. Kobe averaged 25 a game his career. LeBron's at 27. Mike averaged 31 points a game his entire career. In the playoffs, and this is where it gets tricky, where it's like it in my opinion, it's not even a comparison with this stuff. Mike has 6 rings. LeBron has 3 in 7 appearances. Yes, he has more points. He did it in more games, and then those people will say, "Yeah, but he did it on fewer shot attempts." Yeah, it's because he had really shitty games.
Yeah.
Some games.
True.
LeBron has 150 to 200 more free throw attempts in playoffs total.
Okay.
Those are free points he's been given a chance to take a shot at, and in the playoffs, Mike averaged 33. LeBron's at 28.
so do you think modern era NBA
He's-
they
he's
are
not
shooting a
dom-
lot more free throws than back
Yeah.
in the day?
Yo, hell yeah.
Okay, so that's
Oh,
a huge
yeah.
factor to the
Hell
points
yeah.
total then.
Hell yeah.
Okay, that's something for our listeners. and
Another
viewers
thing
to-
too is MJ has a lot more story in his career.
That's why I love MJ.
Yeah, a lot more story that people gravitate towards, right? Like a lot of positive stories. Like one of the stories that I remember was when he went back after retirement
Right.
and he scored 50 against the Knicks.
Double nickel,
Yeah.
55.
Save planet Earth.
That was like May
Monster.
something, and I still remember. That was dope. Like,
I remember watching that game.
yeah, me too. And the one thing
He
that
was
you
monster, man. Like everyone's like, is he in game shape? Da, da, da. And then I did that thing where like I only watched part of it because I was too busy playing GoldenEye or something.
yeah.
And then like the day after, I called that Yellow Pages fucking sports
yeah.
thing, and then it's like Michael Jordan 40 something. I'm like, what? Is that right?
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
So
There's the flu game, like the flu game too.
definitely last shot, of course.
Right, his dad passing away.
Yeah.
That epic video where like he's holding the championship,
Crying on Father's Day.
Right.
Yes.
So is there a lack of coverage or creation of story around the players in the NBA?
Maybe.
No,
Is that what's missing from
I
it,
think
or is
that
it
there's-
just because of
I
him?
think there's so much
it's so
social
new.
media. I think there's so much coverage,
Yeah.
That we
And
don't
that-
rely on the news outlet or whatever to build the story for us.
and
Could be it.
And people are easy to hate on you.
They're just
Yeah.
more
and they're
cynical
easy
nowadays.
to bring people up, right? What they'll do is that instead of his 55 points that he scored, they'll gravitate towards him firing the coach because he's not getting his way.
That's kind of a dick.
That is
move,
interesting because of
Right.
like social media back then. It's like the
was
story was driven by publication and by
Real people.
newspaper.
Right.
Yeah, and it took.
You only get a
longer to
single narrative
that-
back in the day, right?
Yeah,
But now you can be
get
like,
anybody.
Yeah,
like
man.
from
Yeah.
us.
now you read like LeBron's Twitter.
Yeah.
and
LeVar Ball.
Or dude,
on Sneakerphiles.
there's like memes
Yeah.
of fuck, what am I? LeBron with like the Wu-Tang because he's balding. Like
That's
stuff
rude.
like
Yeah.
just stuff like that, and like people laugh about that, but
funny.
that doesn't mean
It's kinda rude.
anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like right now though, the crying Jordan is probably the best meme ever.
Well, who overtook him? There was a crying celebrity sports athlete.
No
there.
one overtakes the crying
It
Jordan.
was pretty big, though.
Is it really?
I'll think about it.
The crying Jordan is
Nothing's
epic.
There's like Salt Bay. That might be
In a basketball world though, like
Hopefully-
in a sports world, like
Kofefe might catch
Oh,
up.
man.
I want that to catch up. But anyways, that's enough with this LeBron and MJ comparison.
Mike for life.
I will forever, because it's my generation, I will be a MJ enthusiast and a follower forever. And I don't relate to the LeBron era as much as I do with MJ, probably because of my lack of like MJ made me learn and watch basketball. LeBron doesn't give me that kind of thing.
And keep
So
in
then,
mind-
what about Kobe? Kobe's like right in the
I know,
center,
that's the
where
thing.
where Michael was your starting point. Kobe was like
Let me check
played
what the
in both.
title of
yeah,
this
but Kobe's a
episode is.
rapist.
Oh,
in,
boy.
what's
No,
that?
he's not a rapist.
I'm kidding. I'm just
You're
hating
all
on
about
him.
fucking second chances and
I'm
shit,
out.
right? Were you with Michael
not with-
Vick and whoever else?
All right,
You're
I
like,
know-
they should get a second chance.
This is not part of the show, but I can edit this out if it's too crazy. But
Well, after the settlement, part of his statement was that what he read was that what he did was wrong because she felt the way she did. There was some wording there where you're like, holy shit, maybe he did, and now the settlement is
allegedly.
is squashing it.
See, what's interesting, guys, is like you guys know all
Disclaimer.
the stories when it comes to like the negative side, the rape, like,
man.
but
But when it comes to like MJ's fucking gambling
Mike
issues,
gambling,
like nobody
he's
knows
divorced,
all
hundreds
that.
of millions
but we
in
don't,
divorce
but we
settlement.
don't,
Yeah,
we
it's
don't
out-
know that.
It's out there.
Yeah, but it's not like rampant, like
not
It's not on
Focus.
blast.
yeah.
But
because
again,
of social
media was
right?
media was changing at that point too,
Yeah.
right? That was what sold papers and made it interesting for people.
Scandals.
Scandals, and like
More
There's
the
definitely-
era, the
That
era,
that
of
era where
kind of stuff.
everything is romanticized, where like you know what, it's not about
All up
just
in your
the
business.
off the court. Yeah, it's on the court and off the court
Yeah.
what makes you,
Yeah.
right? But
Anyways.
there are people like Charles Barkley back in the day that was like, "Fuck you, I'm not a role
Saint.
model."
Yeah, I'm not a role model. Good one.
Right?
Yeah.
So I mean, it is what it is.
Isn't that what it says on the bottom of his shoe?
Yeah.
I'm not a role model.
I'm not a role model.
Damn.
CB34.
Yeah.
Air Max CB34.
CB4s were good too.
I actually had a few pairs of CBs.
Do you?
Yeah, man. The one with like all around air bubbles.
Dope.
They're okay. They're not the most comfortable. A little bit bulky. But anyways, that's enough of that. MJ for life. Thank you.
MJ for life. For
MJ
sure.
for life.
MJ for life.
Yeah.
Good for LeBron for doing all those crazy achievements as well. Like fucking, I like what he's done for the game.
Yeah.
Don't like his shoes. So
I sure hope they do something, because I mean I liked LeBron shoes in the
Nike's
past.
LeBron? Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then hopefully it comes back. Hopefully
You just
there's
like them because
something-
you're invested with the wheats,
in the what?
the LeBron wheats.
No, quarks.
Quarks.
Thanks anyway.
Quarks.
I don't fuck with those wheats.
Different type.
I don't want no
Okay,
Timberlands.
anyways, this week we are going to reintroduce the feature, the segment, and Stay Fresh here is a sneaker consignment store, but not only do they sell consignment sneakers, they also sell sneakers that are below retail.
Nice.
A lot of them are fairly new releases, and we would like to present to you.
Nope.
Oh no.
Aux cord. New aux cord is on deck.
Okay, so anyways, we would like to present to you the Stay Fresh deal of the week. You guys want to
deal.
hold this up, and
Deal of
I
the
need
week.
Pierre to introduce this shoe to our listeners.
Oh, these are dope. These are the Jordan 11 Low Barons.
Baron 11 Lows just
Yeah.
came out, what, a couple of weeks ago? Maybe
Saturday,
2 weeks
wasn't
ago?
And they're already on sale?
Yes.
Well done, Stay Fresh.
So Stay Fresh was able to secure a bunch of these, maybe a size run and a half of these, pretty much right when they came out.
What's the story with the Barons?
He played baseball.
Baseball. You're right.
And then
You're right.
actually the Jordan 11s technically were modeled
you
after
go.
a baseball shoe. So this and that, we all know the history of that Tinker was inspired to design the Jordan 11s based on baseball cleats in Japan. Baron 11 Lows.
Milky Soul.
Originally, regular retail was 235 Canadian, and this Stay Fresh and
It's not
Sneakerphiles
really sweet,
deal of the
right?
week is
Like
giving this Baron 11 Low for
Yeah.
$215.
Nice.
Canadian.
Suede is really nice.
So
too,
if you were on the
guys.
fence about this shoe, you will get like a cool $20 off if you purchase within the next few days or
Yeah.
this week. I think they are going pretty quickly.
These are dope for ladies' shoes too, like girl shoes, because these
These are
are
dope for guy shoes, man. Whew. I do like the patterning on the top right here, man. It
Just-
looks.
suede uppers and everything. Nice.
They are super clean.
Yeah.
Ding.
Don't. Anyways,
the bully
Sneakerphiles
bell.
and Stay Fresh deal of the week.
Not pink.
Nike Air Jordan 11 Low Baron.
Cop, guys. Cop. That's nice.
Regular price $235 Canadian, now $215. Make sure when you guys go on www.stayingfresh.ca, all the prices are listed in Canadian. All right?
And tell them Eugene sent you. Give him some love, guys.
Gino.
Thanks. Yeah, just tell them that Eugene. And
The
Gino-
discount code is Gino.
Try it. So, at the end of the episode, we like to play a game.
Want to play a game?
I'm going to insert
You
that
are
in.
awesome with those impersonations, dude.
So, the name of the game is the Fresh Locker Keymaster, care of Stay Fresh.
dude, there's been a lot of people winning. I've been
I
watching
know,
their Instagram.
and it's never me.
yeah.
So I'm gonna go set up. I think this week is finally my turn again. So I'm
It
gonna go
is.
win something good. So
Set it
you
up.
guys commentate for me, and I will start setting up.
But there are some cement threes in the middle of that
There's
one,
some heat.
which are gonna get released this year anyways. So that's mute. Eugene just took out a crispy 5 as his Gucci wallet.
So here we go.
Here we go.
There's like
Eugene's
5
making
pieces on the
a
top,
decision on what
3
he's going
Jordans
to
in the
pick.
middle, and a little mixed bag on the bottom, a couple NMDs.
Mixed bag.
What you going for?
I still want those OG NMDs, and they're on the bottom rack too, right?
Yo, get the cause. The
Good
cause is
luck.
on your right. Cause is right.
That cause, I don't have the skill level to get that cause, but this OG NMD.
Looks like Eugene is going for the bottom right corner, which is the NMD OG
17
PK.
seconds left. Here we go. Ready?
He's preparing to go up, and he is
No, way
a little bit short, but that's all right.
Sure. I got too excited.
Nice try, nice try.
What can I do?
Well done.
So that was my turn on the Fresh Locker Keymaster. I was going for the OG NMDs because I still really want them. As much as I shit talk NMDs all this time, I still want the OG one, man. I watched that fucking Adidas commercial on the internet once in a while, and they're wearing the OGs, and I still want them.
Red has one. Red Factor sells like a whole size run of them.
Yeah, but I want it for $5.
That's
That's the problem.
Well played.
So, that's pretty much it, man. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. But before we go, something I've been meaning to do for like fucking a month now, and I keep forgetting because I'm so irresponsible. And that's the shout out our sister podcast shows. First of all, thank you to Sneaker Box Podcast from Sneaker Bar Detroit. They're one of the first people to approach us and asked if we wanted to be part of their sister shows and the Sneaker Podcast family. So shout out to them. You can catch them every Sunday. The Sneaker
Dope guys.
Box
Salute.
Podcast from Sneaker Bar Detroit.
Yep.
And every Monday you can catch the Monday Midsole Podcast on YouTube. And they start at 8 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. Just look them up on YouTube. Just search for Monday Midsole and you'll find their archived previous shows, and it's interactive. You can chat live and everything when the show's going on live. That's one of the main attractions, is that they have a live show. And another live show, another sister podcast of ours, is On every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, is Soul Food Sneaker Talk.
Nice.
I was actually listening or watching them earlier today, and I was part of the chat. And the people that are part of the chat, awesome people. They are very knowledgeable, and I usually learn a lot from those podcasts. So if you're interested in doing it, or watching, or listening, or interacting with a live podcast, definitely check out Soul Food Sneaker Talk and Monday Midsole every Monday, Wednesday.
Shout out, guys. Thank you.
So thank you very much. And for the Sneakerphiles podcast, I'm Eugene.
Hypeless Joe.
This is Pierre.
It's Jason.
Happy hunting, guys.
Peace.